finish what you were saying. Go ahead.
I'm just saying that, yeah, and to answer his question, yes, I am. Because you know why I am? Because I'm supporting my people. I'm supporting my community.
It's called the
I'm
American
supposed to
people,
do.
stupid.
That's what we've always done as black women.
She's a
and looks like
racist.
we have to keep on doing it. So
Don't
if
want no
anybody
white
has a problem
leaders.
with it, that's on you. Don't make your
And
insecurities
she's
my
obsessed
problem.
with black
Okay,
race.
Because
Lisa,
I'm telling you.
I don't have a problem with
Okay.
you. I don't mind talking to you. Lisa, I don't mind talking to you. The only reason I left the room the other night is because he was swearing every other word and it was disrupting my spirit.
Okay,
Moving
well,
forward,
yes,
you
man.
keep looking. I wasn't done talking. Excuse me. Now the other thing is, your people, okay, there are black people that you don't care for, like a Candace Owens. You don't care for her. So what I'm saying is there ain't no such thing as my people are black. It's my people are people who are aligned with my way of thinking. So you need to stop with this racial approach and look at it in terms of your people are people that agree with you and that you're aligned with. Candace Owens ain't your people. Mr. Coonologist over there on the Supreme Court ain't your people. It ain't a black thing for you. It's about how they think. So you need to keep it all the way real with yourself.
Okay,
And
so
stop making it seem like it's about race when in fact it's about how they think. Tell the truth.
Don't tell me how I think. You're not in my head and you're not in my bed. So you don't know how I think. I'm telling you, I've always uplifted black people. Now, when they're not uplifting and being positive to the race, to the community, you get none from me. You definitely get none from me. But when they're in line with what we need to have done in our community, our tangibles, like you guys like to say, what we need to have accomplished, then everybody is.
No, that's he is right about that.
Oh my God! I don't care.
Don't
You
interrupt her, bro.
guys,
Let her finish what she's saying. Let her finish what she's saying, bro.
You guys cannot
Let her finish what she's saying.
speak for yourself. You're not gonna overtalk me
I'm
though.
shooting niggas if y'all overtalking her. That's what it is.
Come on, let Lisa speak. Let her get her point across, fellas.
I don't speak the whole night. Then y'all niggas want to come off mic and interrupt me. Let me tell you something. Speak for yourself. Don't come on this stage and speak for nobody else because you don't know them. Speak for yourself in the first person.
So is Candace Owens your people? Is Candace Owens your people? Like you said,
no.
Black people? All right then. So don't say it's about black people. It's about people that you agree with.
I just explained to you about that, and like I said to you the other night. You don't listen to absorb. You don't listen to appreciate. You don't listen to engage. You only listening, waiting for your chance to contradict on shit that you haven't even gave the whole conversation any type of consideration. You didn't hear the second part.
You're right. I jumped in the room. I apologize.
Yeah, you definitely did.
What I heard you say, the only reason I jumped in like that is because I heard you say black people are excellent in every area, which is true. But then you went on to say that my people in this, your people ain't black. Your people is. I didn't even hear what you said. What did you say about people like Candace Owens?
Never mind. You already. So
why would you make that comment?
Yeah, you ain't listening. Then you gonna make a comment about something you ain't even hear.
Candace Owens ain't her people. Candace Owens is not her people. So what is she talking about?
Man, watch out.
So
Did you hear what she said or didn't you?
No, I saw
He didn't hear shit.
You just called me an idiot?
No, I would never call you an idiot. What did she say about Candace Owens and Coonfinity over there on the Supreme Court? What did she say about Clarence Thomas?
Bro. You was coming off mic
for no
reason. It don't matter. Now we all know you come off mic for no reason.
Represent black people.
Maybe what did she say?
You should know because you started snapping, right? So if you don't know,
I was just trying to figure out what she said. I didn't hear what she said, brother. Can you repeat it?
You should be the one to be able to repeat it because you came off mic snapping, right?
Okay, but can you repeat what she said since you heard it? Because I didn't hear what she said about Clarence Thomas and people like Clarence Thomas and Candace Owens. I didn't hear what she said about people like that.
Okay,
but he was right. You started talking about it before you came off immediately, just like I said. You guys, I said it clearly. He doesn't listen to understand, doesn't listen to consume, and doesn't listen to consider. You just want to just pick off and have an argument about stuff you admittedly say you ain't even heard. So people.
I apologize. I came in the room and I just started stepping up. I apologize about that. But I'm seriously trying to understand because you said black people are your people, and I'm trying to figure out what carve out do you have for people like me, Candace Owens, and Clarence Thomas. What did you say about people like that? Are they your people?
I align with people.
The natural ones.
I align.
What did you say about people like that?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna repeat it. When we have people who don't align with what the good of the overall good of the black community, then I don't align with them. And is there anything more basic that I could tell you, make it more simple, put it where the goats can get it? That's just plain. Because even from the time we got over here, and all y'all know, somebody was putting about Harriet. Not even Harriet. What was the first rebellion? What was the guy who held the rebellion? It's late for me, y'all. He had people who were yeah, come on. We're not going to bring them all. So let's not be uncomfortable with leaving the ones who want to be left behind because they think the master's water is colder. I don't have a problem with leaving them behind.
So then why don't you say I'm for the black people that agree with me instead of saying I'm for all black people? Because that's not
agree. I said my community. I don't know if I said what am I speaking? Am I speaking?
Why are you? So do you consider people like me in your community?
Understand? I said
do you consider people like me in your community? Am I in your community?
Oh my God. Okay, y'all.
Am I in your community, Lisa?
No, you ask yourself that. Don't ask me.
I'm asking you.
Because I'm not in your head. Do you think
I'm asking you. Am I in your community?
I asked you, do you think you're in the community?
I don't know what you're talking about. You said my
now
people.
You don't know what I'm talking about. Okay,
you said my people. Who is your people?
Okay, listen, Manfinity, I'm not going to have this.
Of course you're not,
really,
because you jibber jabbing over there. You double talking and you jibber jabbing, and you can't even make sense of what you own.
You just see you yelling. You just want to come in and get attention. You got your attention. You're yelling and screaming. You got what you came for. I am not going to upset my spirit tonight, knowing that your intentions are not even pure, that this conversation is not even one that you really want to have. You just want to be seen. So come up here and get seen. That's all I can tell you right now. Y'all bring them up. Y'all, you can have a conversation with somebody in.
I ain't trying to take nobody's spotlight. I just asked you a question.
Nobody needs spotlight. Nobody needs the spotlight. We having a very.
You jibber jabbing and double talking, and I don't understand what you're talking about.
Okay.
You're not even listening. You're just talking to try to be seen, bro.
We both
talking. I ain't trying to be seen.
We've been having a very great conversation for hours, and here you come.
Until I came, right?
No, the disruption is unnecessary. If you want to join in the conversation, feel free.
I'll shut up.
It was literally until you came, though.
Oh my God.
It was literally until you came, though.
This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep it simple.
Hey, it's
Either you join in, don't stay on topic on the conversation. Oh, give me 1 second, State. Give me 1 second, State. State, 1 second. Either you join in on the conversation and stay on topic without trying to center yourself. I'm removing you from the room the next time you do it, bro.
I can't help but center myself. Everything I say is.
It is what it is. I said what I said, bro.
And I said what I said too.
Where were we?
Okay, so can we move the rag around? Who was speaking? There's somebody speaking so eloquently before we.
Yeah, somebody was speaking. I was trying to remember where were we.
Yeah, that was me speaking so eloquently, but I forgot what I was saying.
No, I don't think she's talking about you, State. I really don't.
Oh, child. So
I see the homie TC joined the stage. What's up, TC?
Oh, okay.
What's going on? Yeah, man, it's crazy out here. I think the left has finally lost its mind, and it's plain for everybody to see. Listen, I think you guys have kind of wrestled with this concept of American freedom, and you've realized that you don't want freedom. I think you've realized you want a type of anarchist type of freedom, where if rules are according to you and everybody follows your rules, you're happy. But when somebody takes the First Amendment and they say things that you don't like, now they're racist and anti-American and anti-black and all this other stuff. You guys don't want America. You want an idea of America that fits your biases and your prejudices. But you don't want America because America is a big enough space for a multitude of opinions, whether they agree with you or not. You guys like to mute, put them down in the audience if they don't agree with you. You like to shout them down if they don't agree with you. You like to censor them if you don't agree. Look, it's happening right now. You're triggered. You don't want freedom of speech. So when a guy like Charlie Kirk comes around and he commits you guys, he commits you guys. Yeah, when a guy like Charlie Kirk comes around and commits to the First Amendment principles that this country was founded upon and challenges your presuppositions and your perspective on the world, you come away thinking he's a racist and he's a bigot and he's a misogynist and he's anti-black. No, he's not. He's just not agreeing with you. And if you come to a debate with him and he has a more informed position and you walk away with a bit of information that you didn't have before you came to the conversation, you don't denigrate him. You don't try and celebrate his death. You don't celebrate his assassination.
I got next.
You what you do is you realize that, damn, this is America. This is what America looks like. This is what I get when I get America, which is why this guy is celebrated. They had a vigil for him today in D.C. at John F. Kennedy Center, and I'm so glad that there are people that are coming to Christ because of his witness. Thousands of people have agreed to go to church today simply because of his witness. So that demonstrates that there's no amount of silencing on the left that can cause people to essentially reject the faith. The people are coming to the faith because of Kirk.
Wrap it up, bro. Thank you.
Okay. I wanted to respond to that.
That was amazing.
So I've been paying attention to politics since I was about 16 years old. And I'm going to give you an example, right? I didn't agree with a lot of the things that John McCain said. Stout Republican conservative, right? But I never walked away from hearing anything John McCain said to say he's racist. Nothing he ever said that I heard would lead me to believe that he's racist. So that shit's on that point, right? Because it's many conservatives that I've heard speak throughout my life that I cannot cleanly say are racist. I just wonder what goes on in you kind of folks' heads to what makes you want to bow down to these people so much. Do you want to feel included? Is that your way? And I notice on your PTR, you have multiple pictures of Dak Prescott, which would make you a Cowboys fan, which would make me understand why why you think the way you think.
Stay on subject.
I did stay on subject. The team that he likes proves his personality.
Man, stop making it personal, yo. That's how y'all lose debates. You look like that sign on the car that you're laying
There's too
on.
many people talking. So I know Jim and I want to jump in. You want to go ahead, Jim and I?
I mean, go ahead. I come
Respond to that slander.
Okay, so what the thing about it is, first of all, I like the way you guys come in here and announce what we're thinking. There's no one in here celebrating anything. Maybe you were celebrating and you don't want to say it out loud. So I think you should speak for
I don't have to announce it. You announce it for yourself.
No, I can't announce shit. You ain't heard me say nothing about celebrating anything. There's nothing in the title. There's nothing that came through my mouth. Play the clip of me celebrating anyone's death. I'm in the business of healing. I don't celebrate death. So I wish you would speak for yourself and stop speaking. You guys come in here all the time. We don't go into your spaces and start speaking for you. I come in here and I say what I say, and I stand by what I say. I never said anything about this man celebrating his death or nothing. What we've been doing is making sure that history is being recorded correctly, so there won't be no misinterpretation of who this person is. And I don't give a damn. I don't agree with you, but I'm not going to sit up here and celebrate anything happening to you. I don't agree with a lot of people, but I'm a grown-ass human being. I'm an adult, and I know how to carry myself as an intelligent adult. I don't need to pander. I don't need to kiss nobody's ass. If somebody says something I don't like, I don't need to fuck them. What in the fuck is wrong with y'all? I said that some of the things that he says I don't agree with. And just like he has the right to say them, I have the right to disagree with them. And there we are. So what's next?
Well, I think you interplay we and I. When you're defensive, you say I. When you're offensive, you say we. And I think if you take an inventory of how you use the words we and I, you'll realize that you're actually defending yourselves when you say I didn't do it, but then you say we don't do this here. Yes, you certainly do.
I don't care what you think. Because you're going to think the worst no matter what. Okay, now you're trying to tell me which pronouns.
You don't know how I think.
Well, you don't know how I think, so don't do that. It's not a one-way street.
So let me hop in there. And I can witness this. When people did come in and celebrate, she immediately reprimanded them.
Right, but that's my point. When she says we don't do it, she's speaking for a group. When she says I don't do it, she's speaking for herself. So which one is it? Is it we or is it I?
Exactly what we don't.
Because I know I was certainly in this room and they were celebrating for this.
All right, well, put a name on it, TC.
No, you were not.
Put a.
Hold on. Give me 1 second. TC.
Brooklyn is one.
Okay, I was about to say who else? Hold up. You said they.
The other one.
Brooklyn did. We conceded that, and she got pushed back too. Brooklyn, no, she's not in here.
All right, so then that's not relevant.
Who's the other one?
So who, TC? Who's the they? You can't make that statement and not substantiate it. Who's the
Excuse me.
they?
When I said you, I was talking to the group because when Lisa says we, she's talking.
You just said they. You just said they were celebrating.
When it's tolerated, it becomes tacit consent of the entire group.
It wasn't tolerated. Matter of fact, hold it for 1 second, Just. Give me 1 second. TC. Brooklyn recently has been standing in the goo because it was pushback, and she goes, I get it, I'm too volatile for the stage. Because she received pushback about saying that type of rhetoric, right? So again, I'm going to ask you, who's the they? Put names on it that's been celebrating his demise in the room.
I gave you Brooklyn and name a few. If you guys
There's the only person who's
chastised her,
been in
then
the group.
that's hold on. If you guys chastised her for celebrating, then good for you. But if the shoe fits, then wear it. I understand Lisa has a position she stands on that she's not doing it. I can respect that position. But I've been in this room plenty of times where I've heard the celebration, and I personally
Name another person.
I don't like when you lie, especially.
I'm not lying. I was here. I was here when it happened.
When did this man die? Can somebody give me a date and a day?
Wednesday.
Okay, so today is now Sunday. I have only had one room since then. So how many times have you been in here? And the replays are up. How many times have you been in here and you've heard people celebrating?
And you know what's funny?
Moving on.
No. We're not gonna move yet because he chastised you for using we and I interchangeably, but he just used they accurately and only has named one person.
I've come in here plenty of times, and his death has been celebrated.
Plenty of times with one room.
By who?
It was only one room since the death happened, so you came here plenty of times.
By who, TC? Name him. Was it me? Did you hear me do it? Who?
I just gave you the name. I just gave you the
That's a name. You said they.
One is singular, dumbass.
I can give you the name.
They're talking about
When I say you, I'm talking to the collective group because there's tacit consent. When I hear somebody celebrating it and it's permissible and there's no pushback in the room, when I was here specifically, there was no pushback.
You talking about
that gives tacit consent for somebody else to participate. And I don't know what chastising happened when I wasn't here, but that didn't happen.
Can't nobody get chastised first off. So you could just say what you don't like.
I didn't say we chastised Brooklyn. That's not what I said.
You say another name besides Brooklyn. You said they. They is plural.
You were celebrating it.
As I said, when I'm speaking you in general terms.
Hold on, because I'm finna fuck your bitch ass up.
I love.
He did not.
Yes, he was.
I'm gonna
No,
fuck
yeah,
your
yeah,
bitch
yeah,
ass up.
yeah,
Is
yeah,
that
yeah,
the
yeah,
tolerance
yeah.
of the
Tell
left?
me what I said,
He
because
was
now,
talking
bitch,
a
you're
gang of
finna
shit
make
about
an enemy.
Charlie
Now,
Kirk
bitch,
is-
you're finna make an enemy, so you better be motherfucking accurate. Because, bitch, I had a
You
motherfucking
talking about
lawyers
calling
on
him
your
a
ass,
racist? You was calling him all these names and shit. Matt G. Both of you
Bitch,
guys.
he
I thought
was
this
a
shit was
fucking
fun.
racist. That's not celebrating his death. You fucking lying, bitch. Don't
You guys
get
are talking
fucked up,
shit. Oh,
bitch.
he's a racist.
Don't get fucked up.
Oh, you out of your body now, huh? Because you know it's true. You was calling
Yeah,
him
bitch,
all
I'm gonna
these
beat you
names.
out your body if you keep on
You was
fucking
calling
with
him
me.
all
Hey,
his names.
just give me 1 second, brother. Like,
You
Omar,
playing with the wrong one, bitch.
Just-
I'm for real. I'll twist you up out your shit.
just you ain't gotta get out your body. Let me handle it,
Stop fucking
just.
playing with me,
Hey,
bro.
just give me 1 second, brother. Omari, he asked you when was he celebrating his death. Your response to that, right? Because I want to stay on topic. You're not gonna worm your way out of this shit. Your response to that was he was saying some negative remarks about Matt. He didn't ask you about Matt. He said when was he celebrating Kurt's
Who said
death?
Matt?
That's the
What's
question.
Matt? Who's talking about Matt?
We're talking about, okay, that's what I heard you say. When was Just
we're
celebrating his
talking
death? Because I didn't hear Just do that at all.
So in the rooms prior to not in the 420 rooms and the other rooms, they was talking about, oh, he's a racist, he's a piece of shit, he was this, he's that.
A lot of people have said there's a difference.
The day he died.
Omari, I want you to be able to differentiate because you're intelligent. I want you to hear me. If somebody disagrees with someone else's rhetoric, that's a lot different than celebrating their demise. If you say, I don't believe in what he was saying, I believe he was X, I believe he was Y, I believe in Z, you have a right to have your opinion about that person. That's a lot different than ding dong, which that's way different.
He said, I don't give a fuck that he's dead.
Indifference, that's still not celebrating.
Show me where I said it. And Omari, let me tell you something. You playing with the right bitch, but you got the wrong fucking idea. I'm telling you right now, I'm not the one to play with, bitch. I'm not. You play tag with all these motherfuckers. You patronize all these other people. I'm the wrong one to play with. You saying some very flagrant shit, and I'm not the fucking one. So you better say what I said verbatim, bitch, and I'm recording it because we're gonna take this to task, you bitch. I got your fucking ass, bitch. So repeat it. Come up off mute, bitch.
Pussy.
I'm just say that he's
No, hold up, Ray. I'm gonna give this bitch some time. Come up off mute. You made a very bold claim, so come up off mute and support your claim and state what I said verbatim.
Respectfully, anybody coming out there might getting shot. We're gonna leave it between Just and Omari right now.
Okay, go ahead.
Man, I said what you said. You were.
All right, repeat it verbatim.
I don't even revert him. You knew what you were saying. You act like you were not being all like, hey, you know what? I'm sorry to hear this man die.
Bitch, I don't gotta do that shit.
You were not. You
I don't
were
have
not.
to do anything.
You were last.
I said I was the first one. I was the first one who said I don't enjoy people getting killed. That's not my style.
Evil.
I don't have to like him. I don't have to think he was cool. I don't have to think he was not racist.
Similar, bro. Like you don't go.
You are getting sued, ho. You're getting sued. I'm going to make an example out of your bum ass. I promise you I am. I promise. He is a racist, and so are you.
You was calling him names after he died. That's basically celebrating.
Bitch, that's not basically celebrating.
Okay,
I promise you.
Just,
You're gonna pay for the words that came out.
Just, give me 1 second. Omari,
hold
on. Omari.
I promise you, you're gonna pay for everything you said.
Okay, fine.
Hey, Omari, I want you to hear me.
Bitch, I'm gonna rip your ears out the side of your head.
Omari, listen. Saying a name, right? Let's say, I'm gonna use a random person because I don't want to even deal with Kirk. Let's say Jamal died. And later on, I'm like, you know what? Jamal was a real fucking racist. That's not me celebrating his demise. Me celebrating Jamal's demise sound like, yay, Jamal is fucking dead. Fuck that nigga, I'm glad he's fucking dead. That's me celebrating his demise. Me saying, you know what, I always thought he was an asshole. There's a big fucking difference. That is showing I have disdain, I might not care about it, but that is not celebrating. You know what celebrating means, right? That word means you're excited, you're rejoicing, you're just loving that moment. There's a big difference in saying a name or saying this is how you felt about said individual. than celebrating.
I don't see it that way.
You know,
I thought there was. I don't see it that way.
Fuck
We
you
just
because you
agree to
think it's funny to play with people's. You think it's funny to play with people's
find it very
livelihood?
interesting.
Nigga, fuck you.
I
promise
find it very
this shit ain't
interesting.
funny. You fucking cracker. I'm going to serve you, bitch. I promise you. You play with the wrong motherfucker.
And this guy didn't say nothing. He see the way he's talking.
I promise you,
way he's
bitch.
talking.
I don't give a fuck what you talking about. You won't never get in a room with me.
He admitted what I said.
You won't never get in a room with me.
And I was wrong.
I don't give a fuck what you talking about.
You admitted to
You
that.
fucking hoe ass nigga.
You gonna sue me for your racist statements?
Yes, bitch.
Okay.
Yes.
Do that.
Yes.
You do that. Your racist
For defamation of character. Yes, I'm going to sue
For your racist statement
Yes.
that a man was shot and killed.
Yes.
Okay. You do that.
Bitch, I can say whoever is racist.
You want to
Are
call
you
him all
fucking
these names
crazy?
after
Do
he
you understand
died?
what country we live in?
The day he died, you calling this man all these names.
He's
Okay,
he's a race, and I'm calling him that today.
Hey, Omari, you understand that he said that Martin Luther King was a cheater and everything else, and this man was already dead, right? He didn't.
Celebrating his death?
So was that celebrating his death? He absolutely still stated his opinion about people that were already dead, right? So if the same thing happens on ours, but you don't call that out, we're with them. But when somebody else has an opinion about him, then all of it, because he's passed, all of a sudden it's celebrating. How can he
I
not
think the kid was
have an
born.
opinion?
Martin Luther King died.
It doesn't matter. It's still after his death, regardless. It's still after his death. It's still after his death. Is he alive? Is Martin Luther King alive?
If he would if he would have did that, if anyone would have did that when Martin Luther King, the day he died, guess what would have happened? That person would have been crucified.
No, they wouldn't.
We would have been
That's
angry.
what?
I would have been. Look,
Does anybody understand what I'm saying right now? I'm just curious.
You don't do that when people first die.
died some years ago.
You don't do that when people first die. You don't.
Changes.
That's just
You
evil.
are a hoe, bitch.
That is evil.
That's why your family is fucked up. That's why you live. That's why you live with 30 motherfuckers in your house, and your kid don't listen to you.
It doesn't matter.
That's why you got a baby out of fucking windlock. You fucking pathetic bitch.
You evil.
You're
evil.
You're
man.
evil, and your son can't keep his dick in his pants. You fucking
You're
hoe.
evil. And you're
I
evil.
hate you, bitch.
And I said it. You're an evil piece of shit. That's what you
Yeah,
are. You're
bitch.
evil.
And you're not of God, and
You're
your
the
child isn't of
definition
God, bitch.
of
And you have a
evil.
grandson that was born out of
You're the
wedlock. Bitch,
definition
you're not of
of
God.
evil.
Bitch, you ain't never been of God.
I don't know how you
ain't
got this
about
evil.
God. God don't love you, and He don't
You've
like
always
you.
been this evil for many
Yeah,
years.
bitch, I'm very
I know
evil to
you've been
bitches
evil.
like you.
You've been the
You
worst
fucking
type of
black
person.
rat, bitch.
You've been the worst type of person. And the only
Yeah,
reason
bitch,
why
I
people
am
like
the worst
you
type of
is
person.
because
Motherfuckers like you, I'm the worst type of person. You're exactly right. You're exactly right. DEI, bitch.
Hold up, culture chill. Look, I'm gonna say this right now. This is why do y'all give these punk ass niggas like space to be punk ass niggas? Like it was completely.
You won't get another chance. I'm gonna be up bright and early in every room to block your bitch ass out. Bitch, them funny looking ears won't never hear another word.
Like look, man. I remember when my grandma had dementia, and we stopped letting her do the prayer at Thanksgiving because we would be there for 20 minutes talking about Job and Noah and all that. Just took the mic away from her.
No, Ray.
Please do.
Man, this man allowed this man allowed
Ray,
actually
hold up, Amari.
hold up,
Ray,
he allowed
hold up, Amari.
he would hang me on a
Hold
street
up,
light.
Amari. Ray, you have a point.
And this
But there's
that's
people
what
like
should happen.
TC, where TC usually, even though I don't agree with a lot of his viewpoints, he articulates himself well, and he'll be intellectually honest. If you corner him and he's wrong on something, he'll concede. He did it earlier, right? Omari moves the goalposts again and again and again, and doesn't even stick to his own conversation, like his own points. That he'll mark the line, and after you corner him at that line and prove him wrong with his own logic, he'll refute it and move the goalposts again, which is not honest as far as having a real discourse, right? If you're going to say you can't have an opinion about somebody after their death, then that should go both ways. Otherwise, don't say it. But you had no problem when the other side was doing it. But if Just has an opinion about him after his death, which is far from celebrating, which is another way that you try to get away from the conversation that we're initially having, that's the first goalpost move. Because first you said he was celebrating. Because he had an opinion about the man, he's celebrating. That's having an opinion. There's a big
Man,
difference.
they were
Like that.
like, come on,
When he had an opinion about other people that
Now,
were there.
mind you,
and I did when they were making fun of
if this becomes against the law or something happens, this man will play. Bitch, you finna get the fuck out if you don't shut the fuck up. And I'm dead ass serious.
Whatever, I don't care.
Bitch, shut the fuck up.
That's what needs
Bitch, you keep on fucking playing with people's livelihoods. Now, if something turns out to be illegal with this shit, you done set up on here and play with my name. Bitch, I don't play like that.
Don't forget
You think being antagonistic and making jokes and shit is funny? Bitch, I do not play like that. You will be in court for the rest of your life, ho.
Just don't forget this is.
I promise you, I will turn over every rock to fuck your life up. Don't ever play with me like that, bitch. Anything I said, I stand on. Immediately when he died, I said, I don't believe in people getting shot for what they fucking gotta say. I didn't like him. I said that before he died, and I would be a punk to say I don't believe it after he died. Again, like I said, with the exemption of Gemini and Haitian, I'm consistently one of the realest niggas on this fucking stage, and I stand on whatever I say. You niggas hate yourself, you niggas hate being black, and you want to come and shed that fucking shit on us. Bitch, I will never be pussy, and you'll never threaten me, hoe ass nigga.
And I'm going to say he did not celebrate the death. Because me and him was talking and said at the same time, Charlie Kirk got shot. Somebody shared the video and I was like, oh, that nigga dead. And the next thing out his mouth, yo, I'm not cool. I don't celebrate people dying. He did not celebrate that man's death, not one fucking time. And has not. It doesn't seem to be a part of his character. And when people did celebrate it, they were immediately reprimanded for those views. And other opinions came out because I started listening to y'all, and then my shit changed. Like, yeah, that's kind of not right. But still, I don't like the shit he said. So, as we say, don't come up here lying on people. For real, y'all playing with people's character, it shows your character. When you straight up and down lie on people for entertainment, that's some Real Housewives shit.
I can tell you, I
Man,
don't
when
lie.
people lie, anything happen to me, I promise you, my nigga.
I don't align with most of the things he said, but I'm not celebrating his death, and I'm not happy that man died the way he died. That don't mean I'm celebrating his death.
But here's the thing, we shouldn't even have to say that, okay? Because Democrats have been trying to push for gun reform for a while. And it's only been MAGA and fucking Republicans that have been stalling it. So now that one of yours got shot by someone who also believes in the Second Amendment, what do you want Democrats to do? What do you want the left to do?
They don't want nothing. They just want to sow discontent and shit like that. And now it's a free speech issue when years ago it was a free speech issue on their side. These people are not honest about anything. They just want people who don't think like them to suffer. And in this situation, one of their own did something to one of their own, and they just run around with their heads cut off. So the next thing they're going to do is try to silence us. We don't have the same thing when Al Davis died. I say it on the same thing. He was crazy at the end. And on that, I'm going to say the same thing about Jerry Jones when he died. He wasn't good. I'm not going to celebrate him.
If I don't like Trump now, and I said I don't like him after he passes, does that mean I'm celebrating his death, or that my opinion has never changed?
We live in a whole country full of free speech. Charlie Kirk himself, and TC, I hope you're here and hearing this. Charlie Kirk himself was an advocate for free speech. I'll tell you why. Because when he started Turning Point and throughout the whole Turning Point career, he had to contend with universities not wanting him to come up there because of the type of rhetoric that he had. That's where the term snowflake comes from, when they would call the Democrats snowflakes because they didn't want to debate them, because they didn't want this exact type rhetoric on their schools. They ended up winning and were able to come because they're under the guise of free speech, the First Amendment. Here we are when this same person has had an untimely demise, American citizens cannot say, what they feel. Whether it be they hated him, whether they celebrate. This is free speech in our country. And that's what I said the day he died. I would never police nobody for how they feel, whether they're gleeful or whether they're the other boy, the white boy who be on, he's a Democrat, he cried. I made space for that. I have grace for that. However you feel, you get to feel, especially for black people. And I stand by that.
It's nothing like these people. It's just so like fucked up in the head, like real shit, and it's kind of sad and sickening because I'm free speech no matter what. I didn't agree with 95% of the shit Charlie Kirk said, but he has a right to say it, and I have a right to not give a fuck about it. But y'all just, I don't know why y'all get off on this so much. Y'all always changing. Like, I can't articulate my thoughts right now, but just my advice, don't even give them niggas the mic, because you know what they about. I done been in here 2-3 weeks and seen Manfinity's character. I done seen Omarion's character. Like, I platforming these niggas.
Them niggas is dangerous. Them niggas is the hall monitors, the tattletales. Like, bro, you gonna sit up here, and that's why I don't like him, and I didn't like him yesterday, because that type of shit is dangerous. You doing that, trying to say, oh, you said, and then every time you get asked, you can't point to nothing. You just out here trying to throw niggas under the bus.
And that shows something else too. That shows he has no sense of fucking community. Because I can guarantee you, if this was a more fair-skinned space, he wouldn't do that. But he will do that to black people. For what?
I think he knew you didn't say that. He just trying to throw you under the bus. That's what I really believe.
Yeah, he want to put, like, he did the same. I watched him do the same shit with Brooklyn. And the thing is, people can say what they want to say, bro. Like, they can say, the administration can say, oh, we're looking at y'all's social media or whatever. In this country, we have freedom of speech. That's just it. Now, what I said is, that's not my style. I ain't into scary movies. I'm not into gruesome shit like that. And I mean, it just ain't my style to watch somebody. That shit was crazy to watch to me. But I'm not about to lie and say, oh my God, I was destroyed. I don't think nobody should be taken away from their kids. I care about kids, so that's a soft spot for me. So I don't really fuck with that. But I'm not about to lie. I was just watching a nigga like 2 days earlier thinking like, damn, his opinions is real fucked up. Is real shitty. Why would I change that? Because he passed.
What's crazy is most people that be putting their mouth on him don't even know who he is. They just learned about him 2 days, 3 days ago. Never even followed the guy. They take clips from somebody chopping up what he said, putting it together to make it seem as if it's more it's harmful and worse than what he actually said. And that's the clips that people are digesting and thinking they know all about him, and they're gonna call him racist and shit like that. The propaganda is really heavy. I've seen Jamal Bryant do it. Shame on him. He calls himself a pastor. Shame on him. He's bringing shame to the faith. I watched the video where he chops up Kirk's words to say stuff that he did not say in one sentence, taking parts throughout the video, putting it all together at one video to make it seem as if he's saying, you can take my words and break it up into 4 and 5 different parts and put it all together to make it sound like I'm making one continuous statement when I'm not. And that's exactly what Jamal Bryant did. And he's proliferating that shit across social media. He ought to be ashamed of himself. It's ridiculous.
Hold up.
Do you take yourself seriously?
Hold up. No. You know what's so funny about that? Wasn't that the same thing that the super PACs that was supporting Trump doing to Kamala Harris?
And then shame on them too. too, then shame on them too. It rains on the just and the unjust. It doesn't matter who they are. You don't do that. And you know what?
But
They're not. It's one thing if he was alive. Wait. One second.
On stage
One second.
Against them super
It's
PACs?
one thing to do that when somebody is alive and they can respond to it, they can defend themselves. It's real grimy to do that shit when that person has been assassinated. What type of human being does that shit? Like, you gotta be a cowardly, weak, imbecile, like impossible of doing anything for yourself to have to chop up somebody else's words, especially when they're dead and they can't defend themselves.
In the world.
How shameful, bro. That's the worst. And to make matters even worse, you're proliferating that shit across social media to get people to convince them that he's worse than what he is. Nobody's perfect. Everybody says stupid shit all the time. And I don't agree with a lot of the stuff that comes out of people's mouths, particularly Kirk. He said some stuff that were problematic. He said some stuff that was probably didn't need to be said. But for you to chop up his words and put it out there for people that never heard of him before to say, oh yeah, this guy's racist, when he can't even defend himself,
We heard
you're not worthy. You're not worthy of having a debate. They couldn't debate him when he was alive. They wouldn't go to his face. Jamal Bryant and the others wouldn't go to his face and debate him when he had an open invitation for anybody to come. But now that he's dead, you want to become all prolific, and you want to come off mic and you want to be all strong and say, oh, he's racist and all this stuff. Why you didn't say that to his face when he was
Give
there?
somebody a chance to respond, TC.
Because I never met him.
Hey, if somebody gonna respond, one mic on you, whoever gonna respond.
TC, a young man by the name of Parker, he was there to debate him. I mean, they show up.
Great. No, more power to Kirk. More power to Parker.
They will never be shown on air, though, because Parker usually drags the shit out of him, okay, in all his points, which is very unfortunate. We don't get to see it. But Parker also ran for his life the moment he got shot. He also came on video saying how sad he was for his family. He is also very much a progressive and a leftist. He got a lot of lick back, or he got
pushback.
reprimanded by his own constituents, because it was like, why would you empathize with a bigot, right? But he even himself, who has debated him multiple times, who has debated Kirk multiple times, said, listen, shootings, no matter, it is not necessary. We need to do better. We need to do better as Americans. We need to do better as a people. So this thing that you have was saying that leftists are celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk, it is not that. Some of us feel indifferent and some of us empathize, but nobody is celebrating that. And that is the narrative that a lot of you maggots push, and that is inappropriate. That right there is inappropriate.
Oh, well, more power to Parker. I don't know who you're talking about calling MAGA maggots and stuff like that. That must be more of that. No, you don't know who I am, respectfully. You certainly don't know who I am. And that's that propaganda again that's telling you that somebody that you don't know. You don't know me. So don't call me something that you don't know.
Hey, hold up, man. Hold up. I gotta take control of the stage. Look, this is what we're doing. If y'all gonna have a squabble, that's fine. It's gonna be one-on-one. Ray, mute up. Let the other person finish. No, they were going back and forth, so you had to come in afterwards. I gave you a chance earlier. Juicy responded. So hold up. Just respect the stage, please, Ray. Juicy, if you're gonna respond back and forth with TC, that's fine. Wait till he's finished with his submission, then give yours. And when y'all done, then we'll resume the conversation. That way, otherwise it's just everybody talking over everybody. It's just chaos. We gotta have structure.
Okay, Gemini, can I say this?
No, after them, let them conclude their dialogue, and then it'll go right back to you, brother. Go ahead, TC.
Very characteristic of the intolerant left. Somebody that doesn't know what she's talking about. Claims to call me maggot and MAGA. Doesn't know who I am. Doesn't know me personally. I never once addressed this, what's her name? Juicy. I've never addressed this juicy person before in my life.
Well,
I don't know her. Excuse me. I don't know her. I've never met her before.
I don't
know who she is. and she seems to know I'm a maggot and a MAGA and all of this other stuff.
You are
It's
MAGA and a MAGA.
uninformed. It's uninformed, and it's emblematic of what we've seen from the left over and over and over again. And America's tired, which is why the left continues to lose election after election after election. Your presuppositions are grounded in ignorance, but you're so loud and proud with the ignorance, and you're so happy to display the ignorance that you don't see the ignorance for what it is. It's folly, it's foolishness.
Give her a chance to
America
respond.
laughs at you.
Chance to
But
respond,
nonetheless,
Cece.
she wants to, that's fine. I'm going to address Parker. Good for Parker. There are decent people on the left that gets chastised from their party when they do decent things because they're not anarchists. The party has been, this movement has been taken over by anarchists, Antifa people who wants to assume a position of authority, taking it by force when they don't realize they don't have the strength behind them to take anything. They want to use violence. Violence will be met upon them. Utah is seeking the death penalty against Robinson.
Okay.
Good for you. Congratulations, left. You put forward your champion. He will die at the hands of the state. I don't know who this Juicy is. I don't want you to respond to this Juicy.
Hold on, one mic on Juicy, bro.
And I don't know who this other guy is either that's talking either. You know, barking across the stage and talking and threatening people with lawsuits and shit. He's gonna beat somebody's ass.
One mic on
Real big of these people.
Respect the stage, TC. One mic on Juicy.
Wonderful. So Charlie Kirk did not die from an Antifa. Okay, he died from a right-wing nut job who was about an impressionable age, was white. He wasn't trans, he wasn't an immigrant, and he was very much in a Republican state. Okay, let's start there. The violence is coming from your neck of the woods, you fucking weirdo. And yes, I know you. I know you from Lose Room. TC stands for total cuck. It stands for total clown. That is you, my dear asshole of a foolish young man. Okay, thank you. I yield.
Okay, me. So you said it was just as repulsive for the Trump super PACs to top up Kamala Harris's words, but I know without a shadow of a doubt you didn't say nothing against that.
It's amazing to me how many people know me here. You guys don't know me. You don't know me.
Let them finish.
I don't know who these
Let them finish, TC. Then I'm gonna make sure you don't get interrupted as well. You know I do the same for you, bro. Go ahead. Finish what you're saying, right?
So, this motherfucker made me lose my train of thought. But as I was saying, I can guarantee you didn't say anything about them chopping up her words. You also said, oh, I forgot what he said. That's his debate strategy, interrupting me like Trump used to do, shit like that. You said that the left keeps losing elections when they won the one right before the last one. You just making up shit in your head to sound like you really know what you're talking about, but you don't. And I don't have to know you, and I don't want to know you. I can see from your PTRs that you're a Cowboys fan, so I don't want to know you or at all.
Well, at least this gentleman brings some perspective to the conversation that's devoid of personal attacks and ad hominem. So I'm willing to engage with him. I'm not a Cowboys fan. Dak Prescott favors me. So people call me Dak all the time. I use that in my PTR to make fun of Dak Prescott. Number two, the point about the elections, sir, what election are you referring to? The last election we had in this country, federal general election, was in 2024, okay? Donald Trump won that election. Previous to that, you had the midterms in 2022. In 2022, Republicans took more elections than Democrats did by volume, more seats and more, just by sheer number, more elections. State houses went to Republicans. Democrats net lost seats, state houses. Republicans net picked up houses. Senate net losses by the Democrat, net wins by the Republicans. I think in the House, Democrats picked up a few more seats in 2022, but they still lost the majority. So what election in 2022 did they win?
Okay.
Hakeem Jeffries. Hakeem Jeffries. Hold on. Hakeem Jeffries is not.
For so long.
Hold on.
Train of thought.
Well, I'm giving you. Listen, brother. I'm giving you facts. If my facts was making you lose your train of thought, just write them down. They are 100% correct. Did the Democrats win the House in 2020? Did the Democrats win the House in 2022?
Let me respond.
No. We're not talking about. He said the last election. That's 2022.
The last election was 2024.
No, before, yes, 2024 they lost. 2022 they lost.
I specifically was talking about, and I believe I said the last presidential election before the last one.
No, you didn't say presidential. But if you're correcting it now, that's fine. But
Okay.
if you're criticizing what I said Democrats, I said liberals and the leftists continue to lose election. I'm talking about in recent history. I'm talking about 2024. I'm talking about 2022. I'm talking about even before that, 2021. Continue to lose elections.
But you stopped at 2020. Okay, that's fine. You do know that historically, the party that's in power in the executive branch usually loses the midterm elections. It's like historic. That's a historical fact, because the power that's in party usually rests, while the party that's not in power, they get to sit up and just make accusations and criticize the president. So they usually do really well in the midterm elections after that. You do know that, right?
You do know historically presidents typically enjoy 2 terms. You do know that, right?
Yeah, I do. I'm very
So
much
why
aware of that.
so why didn't this party win 2 terms?
Because it wasn't the same president, and Joe Biden probably has early onset dementia.
I agree with you. And so it was you guys that put him up, and it was you guys that put up Kamala Harris. Even with his early onset dementia, Kamala Harris.
We didn't
She
put her-
was. You're correct. You're right. You're correct on that. I won't quibble with that. You're 100% correct. You didn't elect her. So why was she selected?
because she was the vice president.
And no, she didn't have to take on she didn't have to take on the nomination just because she was vice president.
No, you asked me why was she selected.
I agree, but my question, your answer was because she was the vice president. So assumes that there was some sort of obligation for her to take on the nomination simply because she's the vice president.
So historically, vice presidents after the president's second term usually run for president and usually wins that party's nomination. Correct?
No, they don't. No, they don't. We haven't had a vice. No, you're wrong. We've not had a vice president turn president in the last 30 to 40 years.
I didn't say that.
No, ma'am, respectfully, he said after the presidency, the vice president.
I didn't say that.
All right, so what did you say?
They win the party's nomination.
No, you didn't say win the party's nomination. You said wins the presidency.
Okay, I'm done.
All right, when was the last time we had a vice president? When was the last time we had a vice president win the party's nomination?
Al Gore?
How many years ago was that? Al Gore was Clinton's vice president.
25 years, bro.
No,
exactly. That's not recent political history. We've had 4 presidents since Bill Clinton.
Only a few presidential elections before us.
Okay.
Let's just set this in. Let's just set this in.
It wasn't going to be Dick Cheney, number one.
Dick Cheney didn't win. Biden didn't win. Pence didn't win. Okay. Harris didn't win.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, Harris did win, I guess, but she was selected.
This is why I can't. This is why I say I cannot talk to these people. He is twisting my words around. He knows what I said, and if I didn't say it clear enough, he knows what I mean. Okay, let's go from here. Al Gore, and then Dick Cheney. I know Dick Cheney didn't win because Dick Cheney didn't run. Dick Cheney was never in a position to do that. He wanted to be vice president. That's all he wanted to be. So then the next election after the Bushes was Obama and McCain. So there was no vice presidential nominee to run. Okay, bam. So then Obama's vice president was Biden. He did not win immediately because we know there was a sweetheart deal for Hillary to be the next nominee. Bam. Hillary versus Trump. Trump won. Mike Pence was not in a position because the right wanted to kill him on January 6th.
You got a lot of support for your claim here, brother. You've got vice presidents that ran and did not win the nomination of their party.
Very few after Al Gore ran. The only one that actually ran was Pence and Biden. And
Just
Biden
a low quality
won
rapper
the
who's got
nomination
a bribe
and the
rap
presidency.
room so
Not
he can win the
immediately
rap
after,
room.
but he did win.
He did not run as vice president. Stop it.
He did not run for president as vice president. Of course he couldn't. But I just explained to you that we all know Hillary Clinton had the sweetheart deal, and it was even in
Yeah,
her
you guys
campaign
reading the
slogan.
gospel?
For the sake of argument, I'm willing to concede that on the left, we've had more Democratic candidates, Democratic nominees from that were previously vice presidents. I don't think we need to beat this into a horse.
Now we don't need to beat the horse because I'm right. Okay.
So we don't need to beat the horse on that. What's your point? The point I'm making is
It's
simple.
2025. Grow the fuck up, fatty. Go to the gym and read a book,
You
dummy.
have a band of misfits that get together and criticize, which criticism is fine, but you lose
Yeah, I hear
elections.
this bullshit. Did these women ever
Every
rest?
side loses elections. Every side consistently loses election
No.
based on the temperature of the country and how they feel like the president is doing. And as I said,
Trump had 2 terms.
historically,
Listen to me. Trump had 2 terms.
You can only win against girls.
Stop it.
I mean, that's what it says. He can only win against girls.
Trump had 2 terms. Obama had 2 terms. Clinton had 2 terms. Bush had 2 terms.
Historically, the power that holds the executive branch loses their midterm elections. Historically, I can't think of very many times where it didn't happen. But what are we talking about? You saying it like that's some new news. We know how the country goes. The president's in power. The other party gets to do nothing but criticize everything they do, and they lose the midterms. But somehow they usually win re-election. Okay, so what's the point? So I just shitted on your point that the left is losing elections. The right loses elections. I can guarantee you in these midterms, the right is going to lose a lot of elections as well.
No, they won't.
You guys agree that you're all like, you guys agree that like you're in a failed democracy, right? Where the right and the left argue thinking it matters when it's really the rich and the poor. Like you guys are literally slaves in America. You're poor, don't.
You're not.
No. All right, fine. All right, bud.
I don't know what he's talking about. I think we had, this wasn't the highest level debate, but at least it was respectful. I conceded a few points, graciously actually, and that's emblematic of somebody that doesn't have to rely on ignorance to make their points. Like the previous speaker, I at least have respect for the guy that he actually was able to bring some legitimate points. Again, it wasn't a high level conversation, but it wasn't riddled with a whole bunch of ad hominem attacks.
Do you see how you have to give yourself credit? Like you have to I look like that. I like this is coming from.
All right, so I see now we're going back to the ad hominem. This is the left. This is the ignorance again, right? This is the uninformed battling going on belligerence. This is the belligerence. He thinks he's smarter than me. He knows he's not smarter than me. I backed him up plenty of times, and that should say more about me than it says about my college, right? The fact that you don't even have any respect for my college, and I still back you up on a regular basis.
You don't pack shit up.
Here goes the ad hominem belligerence again, right?
Cheeks, bitch.
The belligerence.
That's the
Here's
only
the
thing that you
belligerence.
back up is
Here we go.
them big ass cheeks, bitch.
The belligerence.
Because you don't
Here we
pack
go.
shit up.
The belligerence. Here we go with the belligerence.
Right.
There's no substance. There's no substance. There's no defensive positions. There's only belligerence. This is what you have to gain from the left.
You're right.
Absolutely.
You're done. Shut up. Next. Manfinity, you want to get ate the fuck up? You came up here to get beat up too?
I will concede that it wasn't the most intelligent debate, but that's because the person I was debating wasn't very intelligent.
Imagine a bitch from Liberty College coming and playing with you. Bitch, if you don't go get my fries and leave me the fuck alone.
You really a wedding planner, TC?
Yes, a wedding planner.
A whole wedding planner. The epitome of masculinity is a wedding planner.
This is what the left does. They spin out lies.
This is what they do is fold your ass up. Yep,
Anybody can look me up.
I can post everything you say. You are a wedding planner who graduated from Liberty College. You have accomplished nothing in life. All of the standards that you expect for everyone else, you have not accomplished them.
And now he wants to shout me down. Now he wants to shout you down.
You went to Liberty College. Do you want to know what school I went to?
My credentials are very clear. I make 4 times the amount of money that he does, and I'm happy to stand by what I do.
What's my salary?
I'm not a wedding planner.
So what's my salary?
And I have wedding planners that work for me. But I am
you
not
don't even
a
know
wedding
math
planner.
because you would have to.
I guarantee you.
Okay, so what's my salary? What's my salary?
You tell me what it is.
What's my salary? You said you make 4 times more than me, so
I guarantee you I do.
That shows you're stupid there. You don't even know basic things.
Let's put up the tax returns.
You just said.
Let's look at the tax returns.
No.
Let's just look at the bank statements. Let's look at the bank statements.
Just mute you now. Okay, stupid bitch. You said I make 4 times more than he does. So how much do I make? Because that would indicate that you knew how much I make. Mike's on you, bitch. All right, thank you. I'm embarrassing MAGAs tonight. If anyone else would like to participate, I keep these bitches on mute. Bring it on up. I'm up for a while. That's you. That's Omari. I put all you bitches on mute. 4 tires on flat hoe.
Period. Can we just take a moment to compliment Jazz's PTR? It's very beautiful. I don't know what it reminds me of, but it's pretty done.
That 2 dildos coming out of his head. Oh no, those are devil horns. Where your brain at?
I just thought it was a dildo. I'm a little bit visually impaired. That's why I be. I'm sorry. Got the cataract and glaucoma.
It just never fails with them. Like they never have any type of facts, any type of movement in real life. It's always just, oh yes, a political laugh. Just say how you feel, and then don't want to get roasted. But you said all this stuff. Everybody's demonic. Everybody's this. Then when I flame your ass up, then it's like, oh, the ad hominems. Yes, bitch, I'm going to flame you, and I don't give a fuck how you feel about it.
Y'all see why I'm an atheist, though, right?
Yeah, these fake ass Christians. TC ain't touched the church. TC, when the last time you been to church?
The hate that I feel coming off like people on the right is one of the reasons why I stand so solid in my religious views. I will give TC a compliment. I looked through his PTRs. His chick is pretty. She's pretty. A little too light skinned for me. I like mine chocolate, but she pretty. I like mine to be like looking like she came straight out the motherland, like looking like she from Sudan, but yours is pretty. That nigga in the chat, what do you say? I come to Clubhouse and listen to Americans like I like watching Asian women drive poorly.
That's Jeremy, who is another type of crazy. But I also wanted to say, y'all not like, man, you're not giving your boy justice. You keep trying to blame the left or the right. Like, why does his political affiliation matter? If you want justice for him, it shouldn't matter who, like what political ideology they have. You should just want justice. I mean, I didn't even like Charlie Kirk, but I think that the person who did it is a psycho and needs to be brought to justice, whether they're left or right. They need to be off the street. But y'all too busy trying to say, oh, they were blue, they were red. Bitch, they was crazy.
Just to your point, I didn't even know. 1 second. I didn't even know that there were different versions of MAGA. So I thought they were just under one umbrella. Like, imagine one MAGA who is Kirk fan is upset with the ones who are Nick Fuentes fans, and the Nick Fuentes fan shot the Kirk fan. Like, yikes on a bike. What is going on?
It's just like gang violence. They should make that violence and the FBI files just like gang violence. Just like that. They should have motherfucking accelerators on their sentences because they could be put as a gang violence. The one thing that, like, and because Vanity said, like, Coach Lee said this, is like, even though, like, in my hometown, in my neighborhood and stuff like that, there might be people I know who do something stupid. And I'm like, yo, that nigga needs to be locked up. One dude, he killed a little Indian man that worked at a corner store. I was like, yeah, that's my homie, or was my homie, but he needs 45 years to sit down and think about what the fuck he did, or life. I don't want people to not be able to say what the fuck they want to say, think about repercussions from a crazy person.
That shit is crazy. And that's what I said. Me not liking him as a human, I just want to see, like, I just think about, like, that happening to somebody I know. That's not nothing I want to see. Like, I mean, fuck him, you know, and his beliefs or whatever, but live your life, bro. You know, if you want to be racist, you know, you got kids, raise them or whatever, do that. That does not mean I don't have to like a motherfucker. Like, y'all gotta stop this shit, and y'all gotta stop this disingenuous whole, like, oh, he needs to be brought to justice. That's what I agree on. He does need to be brought to justice. But all this, he was mad. And then you saying he was a groper. I don't even know what a fucking groper is. I just found out who Nick Fuente was a couple of weeks ago, and I just found out that he was as racist as he was a couple of days ago. That's the thing. I don't care about y'all like y'all care about us. Y'all come in here, y'all say these antagonizing things to black people, knowing what black people go through every fucking day. If you want to act blind, cool, bro. Cool. You can't get mad when we call it out and say it's a racist act. Nobody's trying to fight you. Nobody's doing none of that. Just like nobody was trying, no black people was trying to fight, what's his name? Charlie Kirk. I never even really seen nobody black have a reaction to him. But y'all come on here and y'all make y'all say the martyr, whatever he is to y'all lessen his value when y'all do the whole, okay, this person is a leftist, a radical leftist, or whatever. Who the fuck cares? He's a killer, and you gonna be real tight when we find out he has no political affiliation, and it was just on some he's just a crazy person, because that's what probably was gonna happen.
And just
if you were to do Chris Rock,
just real quick, the thing about it is, why the fuck Charlie Kirk? Like, do these niggas realize how many white supremacists are still walking around here with platforms like Gavin McInnes and Richard Spencer and fucking David Duke? I have a video of a young nigga, a YN, on Beyonce's internet talking about why he supports David Duke. And he sounds so much like a lot of people that be on these stages. The same bullshit about niggas pathology, the same bullshit about the First Amendment. And he's talking about fucking David Duke. I saw a video with a young black boy, like 15 years old. Like, I don't even think he was 15. I think he was probably like 12. Talking about the only thing Charlie Kirk was a soldier for Christ. Now, y'all heard that video that I played earlier, that I sent earlier, saying that he wasn't even on that super religious bullshit when he just came out, but all of a sudden he started rapping his white supremacy and the fucking Christian and the Christian doctrine. So I think y'all will want to play this and then tell me who have you heard these same words from? I don't know how to play sound, so I'm gonna post it in the chat. But if you play it, tell me, who have you heard these same motherfucking words from?
I said it.
From this nigga talking about David.
I said it earlier that Richard Spencer is a carbon copy of David Duke in the 80s. And I think the only reason I was able to make that correlation is because I was born in the early 80s and grew up right on the in that area. You know what I mean? So it's like this shit. And David Duke is George Wallace. The shit repeats itself. And that's why they don't want us teaching real history, because it'll put people on the guard about shit like that when they see it. So, like I said, I have changed my stance. It is sad that he died. I hate that. But he was still a racist. He said racist things. I might have agreed with 3% of the things he said. But the other part of that was brain rot that infiltrated the minds of young people.
Period. It's a lot of churches that, like Jim and I said, I seen some videos on Larry Reed Live's channel of some of these white Christian preachers, you know, bigging up Charlie Kirk as some type of I don't know, fucking missionary. And I'm like, do I need to send these people campaign videos from David Duke saying the same motherfucking shit, the same fucking rhetoric? Exactly the same, from affirmative action to immigration and being replaced. Like, all of these things are exactly the same script. But these are now soldiers for Christ. Christ didn't talk like that about nobody. It's just so infuriating, man. I hate to God that so many kids are being brainwashed with this bullshit.
It's a complete perversion of Christianity, because when you come up to somebody with some fuck shit, the easiest way in America to knock those walls down, and you can do the same thing, you can say the same thing in the Islamic world, is you wrap your hate up in religion. Because the one thing that is near and dear to so many people's hearts on this earth is their religion. So you cloak your racism and your bigotry and your biases in religion, it makes it an easier pill to swallow.
To your point, they're not really mad that the man is dead. They're mad that his message might die. That's why they're scrambling to hush up the leftists and the progressives. They don't want that message not to continue. So they have to scramble any way they can. The excuse initially was they thought it was a leftist, even though he died in a red state. Like, just by pure logic, right? An all white or majority white state, white group, and Christian and Republican, but somehow it was a leftist. I mean, it was so far-fetched to begin with. So, you know, they have to scramble. That message is very poignant to them, and they want it to continue to anyone's demise.
But Juicy, he's already done his job. Like, this guy's message is only going to be amplified because it's been mainstream. Like I said, like, you don't even know the young men in your family may have been being influenced by this dude. I'm gonna post the link in the chat again. I think y'all should play it because it's sad, but it's like a 12-year-old kid talking about Charlie Kirk and how people are wrong for critiquing him and being, you know, like, again, I guess he's in this pipeline because nobody celebrate him, but I wish I would motherfucking shed a tear for somebody that said things like black women
They don't use logic. You know, it's really, you know, and I don't like the guy's message. Do I want him to die? No, I'm not saying for somebody to get killed before, you know, some of the Republicans come after me. No. But his message surely stirred up, I would call the backwoods of America, or whatever you want to call it, an ideology that should have been left in the past. That's what I'm going to say. And the way that he talked about women, or how women should essentially, I'm trying to paraphrase, or have a place in the household and essentially nothing else. And, you know, I just, but just his message is not something that I would stand for. His message is not something of Christ, you know, seriously, because not all churches and folks are with this mess. Others have spoke out about it. A church here just opened up that celebrated, as far as in another way, I would say, what do you call it? Like a celebration of kind of life, or something like that. A celebration of life service. That church out here, they are heavily leaning to the right. Mercy Culture is a church out here that leans to the right. I haven't seen any literature from them. You know, they may have posted some stuff online, but it's been pins and needles. I told y'all the other night in this room that somebody got in a fight and arguing at a restaurant here about it. And so it's just a lot of this stuff, y'all, it's concerning, but I don't have to celebrate or, you know, or any of that. But I can also understand, I don't want nobody to die, but I sure don't have to like the comments that has come out of his mouth after looking him up the night y'all talked about him in here. It is embarrassing, and that is no representation, of the Lord Jesus Christ or his message. So the folks who keep saying that, you might want to go find something else to go read, because you are missing entire verses and pages of the Bible. I don't know what y'all reading.
Damn, so everybody divided. Black people, the church, Christians, everybody just, that's crazy.
Black people are divided. but Matt, you in the chat saying, like, bro, the Republican Party is definitely eating itself. Candace and Laura Loomer had a fight on Twitter earlier. Laura Loomer fights with everyone. Matt Gaetz called Nancy Mace DEI hire. These people have been fighting. I don't know why y'all act like y'all are so like, oh, we're just sitting over here. Y'all been fighting. And y'all just be delusional. But whatever. There was a fight at Charlie Kirk's vigil, several of them actually. Somebody did get stabbed. I don't know why y'all choose to like ignore the things that happen, but these things do happen. And when you talk about political violence, the far right is like one of the number one terrorist categories in the nation, and it's risen since Trump has gotten in. If you're honest, who has committed more political violence, the left or the right?
Yeah, us. Who's committing more political violence? Us that sit here and have these conversations. Hey, yo, when we sit here and we say left,
bro, no, that's not political violence.
Do you even know the definition of violence? That's not how that works.
No, you can't be saying that type of stuff.
Oh man. Hey, let me just say this, right? I feel like this is the play. I always say this, and every time I speak on these situations, this is the play. So, like, culturally, you right. You're actually 100% right. I feel like everybody else is right. And at the end of the day, as long as we run around scrambling, having these conversations amongst ourselves, we not looking up. We not seeing what's going on with the elites above us. And look, hey, I'm just sitting here and I'm just indulging. And I'm just like laughing at what the fuck the conversations is at this point.
So why are you doing that?
Look, this is the whole point.
So then why are you doing that? That does not make any sense, State.
What don't make sense, Juicy? I call you Juicy. You're a female. That's cool.
No, that's the name. So first off, you had an issue when he came on stage, you said that we were all being violent. Violent how?
Oh, that I don't think that was me. I just came in here, but
no, you did say that. You did say that. I
said, well, we are actually, I did say that we are
and so why?
Violently.
Exactly.
Yes.
And so why exactly? Please be specific.
Okay, so we're all acting violently because they're telling you to act violently, and you're listening, and you're doing it, and you're being a sheep.
I'm not your nigga. Try again.
You said you're not my what?
I'm not your nigga. Don't call me.
When I called you a nigga, what are you talking about? See, here you go.
Dude,
There you go.
When you say the N-word, I'm not your nigga.
I ain't even calling her a nigga.
So try again. Try that explanation again. How are we acting violently? It's either you're violent or you're not. So explain to me how we're acting violently.
Where did nigga come from? Because this is proving my point. Where did nigga come from?
You said it.
Bro, who did I call a nigga? What are you talking about? Juicy, did anybody on this stage hear me call anybody a nigga?
That's besides the point. Where did the
I didn't hear nigga.
How are we violent?
Okay.
Hey, how are we violent, bro?
Yeah, we playing into it like, bro, we talking about white on white crime that got Black America so involved. Man, this the play. This shit is funny as fuck. Like I'm stepping back. I've had these conversations in Clubhouse just to have.
But how are we playing into it though? Be specific. We're playing into it in what way? By commenting on current world events or?
Yeah. So this how we playing into it. Charlie Kirk, a white conservative, got shot in the neck by a white man, and Black America is fully engulfed into the conversation, into him dying, into celebrating, into being into all of this shit. Why the fuck are we involved in this?
I'll answer you. Right?
Why are we involved and so tight into white on white crime? This white on white crime. Why is Black America just so?
I'll answer you. It's not because it's white on white crime. It's because it's a significant world event tied to our current world leader, which is President Trump. He was very significant to his platform in the way that he injected new blood. So it's going to significantly impact him and his, which is the reason why everybody is hyper-focused on it right now. It's not just our community, the world. They have a moment of silence for Charlie Kirk and other countries. This is world news. So of course we're going to discuss world news.
Yeah, and I get
it's
us.
a monumental event.
So I mean, Clubhouse on the app, bro. Like I definitely get it. We on the app. We gonna talk about whatever.
Yeah, there's not just whatever conversation is. This is a political room, right? This is a politically based room, just like its sister room, which is politically correct, right? So we're going to talk about major events in politics. Everybody's involved, exactly right. So of course we're going to discuss that. I don't get how we're involving ourselves in something that doesn't involve us.
Because Gemini, outside of this room, I'll just say outside of the whole Clubhouse app, we see how Black America is being pulled into something that don't got nothing to do with us, right? Would you agree with that?
But it's also affecting. Stay. It's also, but the problem is it's also affecting. Stay 1 second, because you do run on sentences. I at least yield. First off,
the question is not a run-on sentence.
It is affecting Black people. Okay, HBCUs have been receiving death threats.
That's the other play that got y'all feeling dumb. Why did the HBCUs get them calls? This is the play. Are you serious?
What do you mean? It's a play.
People's lives are at stake. It's not a play when people are dying. Okay?
Only one person died, Charlie Kirk. Who else died?
No, but what is sir? Like 8 Black schools got bomb threats or different types of threats.
Yes, it was 5.
No, 8.
Okay. And so what does that mean?
And what do you mean? Hold on. What do you mean? What does it mean? It makes it unsafe. And you as a Black person, let me explain something to you. I don't know if you know this or not. Whenever something happens in the world that in America that pertains to violence or pertains to the left or Democrats, the first people that are going to catch the backlash is Black people. It doesn't matter if we had anything to do with it or not. That's why we have to be involved. That's why when it happened, the first motherfuckers you heard come out and say, I don't condone political violence is Obama and
Kamala Harris.
and Kamala Harris. That's why, because they have the foresight to know this is going to come back on us, and it always does. And that the reason why people are getting so irritated with you is because as a black man, you should definitely know that. And if you don't, I'm here as an older black man to tell you that that's why. So we have to be involved in everything at all times, or at least vigilant or knowing, because it always falls back on us.
Hey, Coach, so you actually saying what I said. So we actually on the same page. Like, literally what you just said, how it falls back on the black culture, that's all I've been talking about. I've been talking about, like, how we are used and they use us to garnish our energy. The black community. If we talking about the black community, why are we put in so many situations that don't got nothing to do with us? And as far as with the whole the HBCUs, hey, when JFK was assassinated, HBCUs was up. They was standing. They was there. Did they go on?
What does JFK got to do with this?
Hold on.
They were just
Let me land. I'm about to land. So even when it come to JFK, bro, did HBCUs go on lockdown? So
what are you
talking
about?
Yes, they went on
I'm
lockdown.
agreeing with you, when I culturally, when I say I'm agreeing with you, I'm literally agreeing with you, because when we talk about white on white crime, why are HBCUs getting shut down? Like, there's no evidence.
Because there was a threat. No.
Yeah. So when it comes to that, I agree with you, because it's just like, yo, I sit back and I think and I look, and it's just like, yo, why are HBCUs shut down after Charlie Kirk got assassinated from a white man? We gotta sit here and we gotta ask ourselves these questions.
Okay, but say there was a legitimate threat made against these HBCUs.
From
and
who? I'm not involved in.
Let her land.
Right. There's. I don't know, because guess what? That's what they call investigations for, and the FBI is investigating where the threats came from. So I don't know, and I'm not going to make assumptions. I'm not like you guys who just make all these crazy ass assumptions. Let the investigation play out and we figure it out. But at the end of the day, I don't find that funny. I don't find any of that funny. I find it really revolting and sickening that y'all do this bullshit all the time. You know,
you can't find it funny because you don't know where the information came from.
Sir, I'm telling you where it came from.
You just said you don't know where it came from.
I told you where it came from.
Where did it come from?
The FBI put it out that these schools were threatened, literally. That they put it out. It's credible.
So
they said they were credible. Oh my God!
Hold on, Rez. So you saying you don't? Because I have the note for that was sent to Southern University saying that the boy was going to shoot up black kids until somebody shot him.
And he said he was going to shoot up. And he had a specific number, actually.
And
he said I'm going to shoot up a certain amount.
Hold on. And at my old school, it happened. I got an email about it, and the 3 other schools that were that are around it had to be shut down too.
And the black hold on. And the black caucus literally came out. I don't know what your problem is. If we're gonna have a real discussion in this room, we have real discussions. We don't laugh. We actually have real discussions. So if you want to do that laughter shit, go someplace else, because we have real, actual intellectual discussions. So if your intellectual prowess isn't strong enough to have an actual real discussion, then you might need to take it someplace else.
I'll follow up after you. Go ahead, speak.
Well, the laughter is not funny.
It's right? Clubhouse. Calm down. Stop being so sensitive.
Hey, bro.
Sir, I don't know what you're talking to. Yeah, what you're not gonna do is tell a policeman. What you're not gonna do is tell me about this.
You was policing me for laughing.
Hey, bro.
I never policed you at all. I never policed you at all. The reality is, at the end of the day, these HBCUs were threatened. Bottom line. And this is what always happens, that there is a black backlash in regards to black people in the black community when these type of things happen. Anytime that there is a threat
in the white community, that we always tend to be the ones, just like he said, that become the targets. We become the first target. So now they're pivoting in other directions because now they don't have us as the target. So now the trans community is becoming the target because now they re-pivoted the conversation, and now they were saying that his roommate is a trans person, and now it's a trans situation, and now they're trying to stir the pot with the LGBT community. So, like I said, it just goes on, and they go bounding down these rabbit holes.
With us, right?
They playing with everybody at the end of the day.
That's all I'm saying, right?
And but the point of it is that nobody is discussing the fact that in a white community, in a white town, within a purely white state, in Utah, that this white man was shot by another white man who was raised by a white family who raised him to literally play with guns from the time he was 8 years old. And everybody wants to get into whose political affiliation he was involved in when he had no political affiliation.
Where does that information come from? That he was raised to play with guns since he was 8? Where
Sir,
does that come from? I would like to read it.
It's actually out there. It's actually out there. His mother's.
Can I see it?
It came from his.
Learn?
Yeah,
You can Google the.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. His mother's Facebook pages and everything.
Hold on. I've been trying to be quiet. Rez, you've been on point like a motherfucker, so I ain't trying to be disrespectful. Look, everything Rez said has been on point. On top of that, if you do drop a due diligence, which I would advise you to do if you're going to have a discussion on the subject matter, right? You can see him playing with 50 cals at like 8, 9, 10 years old. Like we're not even talking about your normal high caliber rifle. We're talking about sit down big gun twice as big as him, and he's next to it.
Which are two man gunners, because I was a 50 cal gunner.
Exactly. Okay, you shoot that with your thumbs. You hold it with both hands and shoot with your thumbs. Right, okay. Exactly.
Yeah, what should I Google to find this information? What should I put in?
Just Google Charlie
Go
Kirk Killer.
Facebook.
No, I'm asking, what should I put in to find this information?
Google Charlie Kirk's Killer.
They were pretty good.
Charlie, okay, I'm gonna Google Charlie Kirk Killer.
Pro-gun family state. That's
Rez is, by the way, 13 Bravo, who? So yeah.
So Matt, in the chat, you wrote,
I love these arguments.
That the guy was, I was saying, I don't give a fuck who made the threats to the HBCUs, just like I don't care about what political affiliation the man who shot Charlie Kirk was. This is where you guys come off disingenuous, because it always has to do with, it was the person black, was the person this, was the person that. Who gives a fuck? The thing is that 8 times out of 10, when these people are caught, they happen to be right wing. The guy who tried to assassinate Trump, right wing. These people, so you cannot get mad at us or say we're being disingenuous for reading the facts. If they were left wing, I would still want them caught. I don't give a fuck. The people who made these threats to the HBCUs, if they were black people disguising themselves as white people, guess what? I still want them
caught. Period. What we talking about? That's the problem with y'all. Y'all be mad at us because we be wanting people locked up regardless of whatever. But y'all don't be wanting people regardless locked up. Here's the problem, and this is the shit that be aggravating me. Y'all move the goalposts every fucking time. First of all, it was, we can't wait. Y'all had the Utah governor praying to God that this was going to be somebody else. He was going to fall under a they category. He was praying that it was going to be somebody Mexican, it was going to be an immigrant, it was going to be somebody of color, it was going to be somebody else, but somebody that wasn't young, white, and came from a Republican family.
So why
and you know what he had to admit?
Why are we all fighting with each other?
Nobody is fighting.
If what you just said, if we know he said it, because I watched it too, we can't sit back and see the play. Like, bro, this is literally the reason, this shit happened for us to have a conversation that we having right now. Not just on Clubhouse, in our communities, in our households, families, all of that. Like, man,
the problem is no one's playing. We got kids in these schools. You know, my little cousin goes to a HBCU, so that's not nothing to play with.
Coach,
it's not nothing to be like.
Really think
it's not nothing to be.
Was threatened after Charlie Kirk got sniped, bro?
What are you saying? I just told you. Hold on. Let me read this to you. I watched this is the letter that Southern University got it, and trigger warning because it is terrible. I watched the full. I don't know how to say her name. The girl that got killed on the bus. Zara two. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
We know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I watched the full her video on Telegram and decided I've seen enough of your nigger bullshit. What do you think would happen if I killed 40 niggers at Charlotte before I ran it into the train? Obviously, the situation would be very different for her. She would likely live today. I am a pussy about attacking in the past, but this time is going to be different. I've decided it's time for real attacks. So let me be very clear. I'm going to shoot every angry nigger, he said, I'm going to shoot every nigger, because these words are kind of crossed out or redacted. I'm going to shoot every nigger I see at the Baton Rouge SU campus for your fake HBCU in the short amount of time before your nigger defending pigs come to kill me. I'm coming only for niggers who no whites, no chinks. Then I will finish myself. The nigger lover police will feel embarrassed when 25 nigger skulls are zipped up and in warning signs and looked into, and it is seen that this threat is reported not credible. You will be asking all of the warning signs, but you fail. I'm reading as it's written, but you fail to look at your own behaviors. Every person in my life has said to me, my words are not credible until now. Ignore me because the psychological pain of knowing it happened exactly as I warned would be much worse. My manifesto explains everything except specific details about where exactly I am, and it's attached to this email. I explain why I'm choosing to go on a nigger hunt at SUBR and why I don't give a fucking shit about using my real name. I have to do something now, and using my real name forces me to act. There is no going back for me now. I'm going to go for a better score than Dylan Roof.
Okay.
Now, whether that's a playing, whether you think that's a joke, that is to be taken at the utmost seriousness.
No matter who the fuck it is. Right.
Yeah. No. I don't take it serious at all.
Well, PTR.
So let me
Okay, well, we gonna move past it because if you don't find value in life,
I'm done with this.
But hold on, I can't say why I don't take it serious.
No, you sound stupid as fuck at this point, bro. You sound stupid as fuck right now, bro. You sound stupid as hell, bro. I can't even.
Because you know what?
No. We don't want to hear more dumb shit.
You're the same person that listened to Megyn Kelly literally blame President Obama for the state we in today. Like,
I don't know what this man ain't. You're talking about a different person.
I'm making a. Let me finish my point. You're the same black man that will listen to these people continuously blame black people. I'm not finished. You're the same black man that will continuously listen to white people cape for black people being the problem in the United States of America and continuously keep pushing the goalposts, and you will continuously keep saying, well, nah, that ain't it. Nah, that ain't it. We'll keep laughing. And then what happens is when it happens in your backyard, then you want black people like me to then turn around and say, I need you to come help me because now it done happen in my backyard. Fuck out of here. I'm going.
Yeah, that ain't me. I don't know what you talking about. I don't know who you talking to.
Well, while you're there on PTR, because this is Tyler Robinson one of his first guns, and at that age, to be that young and be a gun owner is absolutely ridiculous. That should be another part of the gun reform. You have to be a certain age to receive a gun, because this is madness.
Well, this is what we got to learn about white people in white America. You made a statement to be that young and to be a gun owner. Yo, when you in white America, we talking about the South. Like,
You're not Utah. That is not the South. That's the West.
Hold on.
That's not the South. That's not the South. That is the West.
Hold on.
Clarify. They live in Utah. That is the West.
What are you talking about?
Calm down. Whether we're talking about the South, whether we're talking about the West, if we're talking about white America, they train their kids to hold these rifles and snipe and do what they do since they're way before they're 18 years old.
And now he gets to shoot Charlie Kirk in the neck. So again, it just added up to the violence that you initially talked about. No? See or no?
Oh man, y'all, this is
See. Bro, I gotta admit, man.
Because you don't think that's what I just read? If
don't waste your time, bro. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time, bro.
See, you say don't waste your time, but
I like a good debate. I like hearing an intellectual speak, but the more you talk, the dumber you get. Like, I'm serious, bro. I'm losing brain.
Bro,
like, you're not making no sense.
Don't waste your time. And you call me an intellectual. Like, I just don't know what I'm speaking about.
You don't. He just gave you a very valid reason that they were concerned. The FBI took that seriously for good reason. You always want to be proactive, especially when it's high tensions. You're sitting here saying, I wouldn't be worried about that shit. Like, what the fuck?
So you want me to tell you why these conversations are disingenuous? Because Gemini just said a point about the FBI. So if you're talking about a point about the FBI, do you believe full-heartedly everything the FBI says about the Epstein case? Yes or no? Does he answer the question, yes or no?
What? As far what do we? I don't even understand the question.
Hold on, wait.
Moving the goalposts.
The FBI is not the one holding the.
Right, the DOJ got the file. The DOJ has the file.
Hold on.
The DOJ has. Sir, you don't know what you're talking about. The DOJ has the file.
Rez, I'm talking to Gemini.
Gemini would tell you the same thing. The DOJ.
The DOJ has the file.
Oh my God. So Gemini brought a point up in this conversation. Hold on, Gemini just brought this point in this conversation we're having now about the FBI. So my question to Gemini is, when it comes to the Epstein case and the Epstein files,
we're not dependent on the FBI. You understand? That's not what we're waiting on right now.
Oh my God.
The DOJ has the fucking file. What do you not understand? You don't even know the difference in the agencies. I don't give a fuck. Because this is disingenuous shit. You motherfuckers don't even know the difference in the fucking agencies. But y'all be talking so much dumb shit. Listen, learn and understand what the fucking government does before you come on these stages talking this dumb shit. Y'all is fucking stupid.
Yeah, you gotta do better, Slade. This not a good look.
Bro,
not just
trying to coach him up, like
it's not a good look. Because last time he was in here, I thought we had a decent conversation.
We have a decent conversation.
No, you need to listen to Just.
If that letter came to any school, I'm not spazzing on you. I'm telling you, if that letter came to any school, black, white, green, blue, purple, if that shit came to a fucking doggy daycare, they would shut that bitch down. Like, and you talking about, oh no, I wouldn't take this.
Hey, Just let me make it simpler. If I received that letter to my home, right? I'm out. Yeah, I guarantee you I'm gonna take it seriously.
If that letter came to my airline, we would shut that motherfucker down. We would shut the tarmac down. We will shut the airport down. We will shut the whole fucking airline down, and we will shut this bitch down. What the fuck are y'all talking about?
Let's go down the list of how many times.
What is you talking about?
Shut down. Let's go through that list, right? That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm not even trying to,
but that's not something. This ain't gambling. You don't call bluffs on that.
Just work with me, bro. Like,
I can't work with you on human life.
We just talking, bro. Okay.
Yeah, but not the saying. Oh, I don't take that seriously. I don't play like that.
And
I don't play, but not that much.
Take it serious because I can see that it's some bullshit going on. Because even us are sitting amongst each other, whether you for Charlie, whether you for Trump, whether you Democratic, whatever way you going, whatever happens in real life, the sole purpose is for us to debate with each other, to say, oh, you wrong, you right. Like, are we saying we don't know that this is what the play is? Is that what we saying? That this is not what the play is?
There's no play, bro. There's no play. There's no this. Well, see, this is what I'm thinking. You think it's somebody's playing? This is a crazy person, and this is where we get fucked up in this country, or have been fucked up. Y'all go into this whole like, oh well, this person's ideology or whatever. The bitch was crazy. Like fuck what he voted for. He was crazy. And he shot somebody in the middle of a speech.
I do agree. Jess is onto something. I agree. That letter is fucked up. I don't know how you get behind that with your full chest state on that one. I mean, any kind of letter like that, if anybody got that letter at their work, like, that's fucked up, dude. I don't even know why you're going down that road to fix that.
Are we thinking
that's just a safety issue. Like, what are we talking about? It's just basic safety 101, and we going down a fucking rabbit hole.
Since 9/11.
That shit is crazy.
Can I ask you a question, Jess? Like Jess, I'm asking you a question, right? So when we look at all the things that happen in the United States of America, right? Like the bombing or the Tesla blowing up at Trump Towers, right? And the fucking dude that went in and shot the dude on the 33rd floor in Times Square. Even if we going back to Maji, Joni, whatever his name is, when it comes to all these fucking manifestos and letters and all this shit, bro, are we really gonna sit here and we believe that every time we see a situation happen the way it happens, that these dudes are the ones writing their manifestos and they just saying, yo, this is me, I did it, this is the reason why I did it, I wrote this letter, y'all read it, and now y'all fucking argue amongst yourselves. Like, come on, we think all these dudes, matter of fact, how about this? How about this? Last thing I'm gonna say, how about you look up how much it takes and what it takes to engrave a message on a shell casing? And that's what we keep seeing, right? What? Messages on shell casings, whole paragraphs, messages, all this shit. And y'all just sit back and believe it.
You could tell you don't manage. You could tell you don't manage people for a living.
Let me. This is the state of play in our country since 9/11. Every threat must be taken seriously. Every single one. That's just what we've been on since. I mean, it should have been like that before 9/11, but especially since 9/11. It used to happen in high school. They would call bomb threats in and shit. We would have to leave the school. You got, like, it doesn't matter how minuscule or how much of a joke you think it is. You have to take it seriously every time. And so that's the problem. We have crazy.
Just let me ask you a question. I want to ask you a question. If you don't take it if you take it seriously, what's the worst case scenario?
You miss some school or something like that. But if you don't take that one time that you don't, I've lived in two.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to ask. My next question. That's my next question. What if you don't take it seriously? Then what?
You get fucking the Atlanta '96 Olympics, or fucking what was that Oklahoma City, or you get shit like that.
Bombing, you get all these different things that happen.
Because the time when you don't take it seriously, that's when the shit happens.
That's right.
And you think a black school, any school first off, this shit happened at a university. This shit happened at a university. Every school the next day is going to be on high alert.
Do you know they locked down the Naval Academy the same day that Charlie Kirk got shot?
Any specialized school, any black school, any school where there's, that's gonna be top priority. So whether you read it and you thought it was bullshit or not, you have to act. And anybody that is like that, and this is no shade to you, I do not want them on no type of protective services that, protect where I'm at, because I don't give a fuck what you think about it. You better get these people out of here.
Let me tell you something. Hold on. Do you know something? Do you know, hold on, State. Do you know that if you say the word bomb, do you know that if you say the word bomb, in the airport, period, point, fucking blank, it will lock and shut the fucking airport down. 100%. Right. They take every threat seriously, whether or not it is true or not. I have been at Hartsfield Airport. I have been at SFO. I have been at several airports around. I work at a lot of these airports around the world, and I'm going to tell you, we take every fucking threat serious. So anytime we suspect anything, if a motherfucker calls any shit in, we are going to shut the motherfucker down.
You should. I agree. I think everybody would agree with that.
That protocol goes for schools. Yes. It goes for any fucking thing. So I'm trying to make a point. In my point I'm making to you, and in my summation state, is that what you're saying doesn't make sense, because every threat, whether it's a HBCU, whether it's an elementary school, whether it's a damn airport, whether it's a apartment building, whatever the threat is, people take security seriously, and they are going to stop anything, and they're going to stop an operation, shut it down until they can secure it and make sure that the threat is not imminent. Period.
I agree with
point
you.
blank.
Rez is 100% correct. I agree with you, Rez. All right, so cool. So Gemini and Just, right? I'm gonna ask y'all a question, right? Gemini and Just, if y'all still up, do y'all feel like
they're not the only ones on stage. They're not the only ones on stage. They stop doing that. They're not going to booty lip for you either. State. They're not going to save you, State. Do you understand? If you say something that is wrong, one of us is going to come and correct you, and it might be a woman. I hope you're okay with that.
Juicy,
I hope you're okay with that.
Can you mute up?
No,
Gemini
I don't want to mute up.
Can y'all tell her to mute up so I can just ask this question, bro? Gemini and Just, can y'all tell her to mute up so I can just ask this question? Like, all right, so cool, she muted now, right? So,
all right, hold on, Stay. You can ask your question, but you can't. Like, it's an open stage, open forum.
But she cut me off, bro. Like,
hold on, bro. Hold on. Just let me finish. Hold on. So when you ask your question, somebody, if they have a answer for it, other than me and Gemini, and I'm, he might be asleep, so they allow them to answer. Like, come on,
question,
bro.
Just before she started speaking, did you even hear my question?
You didn't ask the question yet.
Exactly.
What she's saying to you is, if you ask a question that she feels like she may have an answer on and want to chime in on, it's an open stage. Anybody can. But if I have an answer, I answer too. Just ask your question.
Okay, all right. So my question is, right, Gemini, Just, or whoever to the stage, right? So based off of what we were just speaking about, of how we have to take all threats serious, do we really believe that Donald Trump actually had a real attempted assassination on his life? Do you believe that, Just?
I don't know. I honestly do not know. It seems weird to me, but I do think it should be taken seriously, just like I think that anything else should be taken seriously.
You know what to say, bro.
No, it's not no you know what to say. I can dislike you. I could want to beat you up. I could want to slap you. I don't think people should just be gunned down in the street. That's not my style. I've never been that way. I wasn't raised like that. Y'all think because someone talks harsh and is not afraid to say the things that they are evil. I really don't give a fuck, but I'm actually not evil. I don't want to see nobody hurt. Even if you don't like me, I might want to cuss your ass out. I might want to press you, but I don't want to see anybody hurt. And it's the reason I got so pissed off with Omari for saying that, and Matt knows because he was in here, when the shit happened, I got in an argument, and well, I didn't really get in an argument, but me and who was it? Black Freedom was saying how we really ain't fuck with it, and they was calling us a coon and everything, and we soft and everything. So it's irritating when you say something. I say exactly what the fuck I mean. I don't think the boy should have been shot. That's just how I feel. Now, if somebody else feel that way, that's on them. I believe in free speech as well, but that's not my feeling. So I think that both things, the threats at the schools, all the things that happened in hindsight, and the killing, it all was wrong. I'm not hung up on if it's a right wing or a left wing. I just know what's been happening, and it's been from the right side. But if it's a left wing, get the motherfucker out of here. If it's a black person, get them out of here. If it's an immigrant, get them out of here. But it's likely not. And then and just like we have to say, we can say, get them out of here on all levels, whatever they are, we have to look at statistics. And I'm a math guy. And statistically, it's a very, very, well, I mean, we already see it was always a very low chance of it being a non-white person. And statistically, from what's been happening with right-wing and right-wing extremism, it was very likely for it to be a right-wing person. Now, that we don't know yet. He could be politically unaffiliated. But all this, he had a trans lover, so he was, that don't mean shit. Y'all got trans people on the right side, too.
Hey, but you see how they try to just get everybody to argue though, right? You see how, like, whether he was staying with a trans person, whatever. At the end of the day, all of this is for what's happening right now. The left, the right, the up, the down, the black, the white. This is what it's for. And we fall into it every time. That's my whole point. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think taking heed to a bomb threat is falling into anything.
But then we have to ask ourselves the same way we do our deep dives, or we go on the ChatGPT, whatever the case is. Now we have to ask ourselves, where did this come from? Who made the call? What was the validity behind the whole situation? Because that will show us more of who's doing what and who's trying to make us go back and forth with each other.
That's the FBI job. That's not our job. Come on,
stop right now as we speak.
Right, so let that be. My God, y'all get into these conspiracy things. That's why we in the place we in now, because y'all go down these damn rabbit holes. Stop it.
Okay, cool. So, all right, cool. We going down these rabbit holes. I asked the question, was Trump assassination attempt real or not?
We don't know, because at the end of the day, guess what? No, let me tell you, it was an open and shut case. They didn't do shit. There was no full investigation. They were never transparent about the situation. One man died. They did a whole funeral about it, and they never were transparent about the situation. So we have no fucking idea, and we'll never find out, because there was never any FOIA, and nobody did shit. So we don't know.
But we know what's going on right now with Kirk, though. We know that, though, right?
What? We don't. We don't know that either. All we know is that this white man shot him.
That's all I'm saying, Rez. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, again, I don't know. All we know is a young white man. It was white on white crime. That's what we know.
It was white on white crime, but the black community in uproar. Go ahead, Gemini.
What in uproar?
You be smoking? Do you smoke? Do you smoke weed?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, it makes sense. Gotcha.
It make a whole lot of sense.
Man, get out of here, bro. All right, see, Gemini. All right.
Yeah, because you be in your own head. I get it.
I just check. I had a feeling. That's all.
That's.
All right, yeah, so my thoughts are coming from the fact that I smoke weed. All right.
No, because that paranoia be kicking in. I get it.
What am I paranoid about?
Y'all be paranoid about all kind of shit.
What am I paranoid about? I'm not paranoid about nobody doing nothing to me. So what am I paranoid about? I'm not Charlie Kirk. I'm not nobody in any type of position. So what am I paranoid about? Rez?
I mean, you came up here and called us violent, so.
I ain't hear you, Juicy. My bad.
I said you came up here and called us violent, so.
I didn't call y'all nothing. I don't. So Juicy and Red. I don't even like. I was talking to Just. I was talking to Gemini. I'm not.
You were on the stage talking. You were on the stage talking. That means even if you're talking to Just and even if you're talking to Gemini, you're on the stage. It's an open stage, so we can all jump in at any time.
Of course. Like, did I say you couldn't jump in or you couldn't speak? Did I say that?
Again,
I only got a moderator badge.
You keep pointing out Just and Gemini like they were
because that's who I asked the question to.
You were asking multiple questions. Either way, I was going to correct you when you needed correcting. What's the problem?
All right, correct me, Juicy. Where do I need my correcting at? Where do I need it at?
You came up here and called us violent. There we go. Start there.
What? Oh my God.
What? That's what you did. What?
Hey, Juicy. So you saying the correction I need is that I called y'all violent?
Yes.
So this is where the whole left and right situation comes into play because we have a person that's on the stage, Juicy, like that don't know that I come in this room all the time and everybody that's moderated at least know what my stance is. And you're playing
What's your stance again?
You're playing into
What's your
what they
stance
want
again?
you to play into. You don't think for yourself, Juicy. I'm sorry. You're not thinking
What's
for yourself.
What's your stance again?
You're not thinking for yourself, Juicy. Sorry.
What is your stance again?
My stance is you don't think for yourself. That Juicy doesn't think for herself.
Okay.
That's my stance.
Okay. And where did you get that from?
Because of what you just said. It shows me clearly you don't think for yourself.
Lord, Jesus, it's too early. Oh my God. You literally just
Justin, they got a little bit of tension, or am I misreading?
Yeah, mute up. That's disgusting. That's literally disgusting. Yuck.
I don't know which side it's from, but
not you too, Jess. I'm so clamped right now.
Nah, Slate is like a let me think.
And
kind of like
protagonist.
Homie, just
y'all did y'all grandma have a chihuahua?
Yeah, that's what
like when you first meet it, you be like, man, get this motherfucking dog. And then after you be around it, you be like, this little motherfucker, alright.
That part, yes.
And you might be sitting on your lap and watching TV. That's how Slade is.
Yep,
So he
ankle biter.
He alright sometimes.
And I ain't gonna say if I'm wrong or whatever the case is. Like, look, I'm just trying to have the conversation, and I feel like we getting played. I'm not saying I'm right, y'all wrong, whatever the case is. I'm saying that you said
who playing us and what they playing us for.
So now we're having a conversation of why.
I'm asking the question. Why?
Okay, so
why?
I answer the question. They playing us because they need our energy. So I'm just looking at the stage. I feel like this is a.
Why?
I feel like
the question. Who and why?
Okay, like I can't answer it if you like cut me off. So
but you gotta tell me who first, love. Who?
Les, this is what I've been going.
Start at the beginning.
I don't. Here's the thing. I don't know who, and you don't know who. That's the problem.
But then you can't. But love, listen. Who's on first? This is where I always get. This is what messes me up in the conversation, because you can't be telling me who unless you could tell me who the who is. This is the problem.
Okay. So let's do this. Who benefits from Charlie Kirk getting sniped in the neck? Rez, who benefits from that?
I don't know, because I'm not in Charlie Kirk's
Exactly.
pockets.
So you in the same boat as me. I don't know. You don't know. We don't know.
I'm not in Charlie Kirk's pockets.
What? What are you talking about, Charlie Kirk pockets?
What I'm saying to you is that I am not a part of his organization, so I don't know who benefits from Charlie Kirk's situation.
Facts. That is 100% facts.
But then
So
why
how
are
do you
you?
speak? How do you speak
But
the way you
you're
speak?
the one. You're the one making the summation. So why would I be discussing something about who when I don't know who? I'm not going to have that conversation about the who when I don't know the who the who is.
So you can agree with me that we are pretty much fighting amongst ourselves and we don't know the
I'm
reason
not
why we have
fighting.
these conversations.
I'm not fighting because here's the thing. I don't
Fighting with me. We fighting with each other.
I'm not fighting with you. I'm telling you I don't give a fuck. Because here's the thing. Yeah, I'm telling you I don't give a fuck. Because at the end of the day, this white on white crime, right? And what I'm telling you is I'm sitting back with my popcorn watching this shit go down. And at the end of the day, I think it's a very unfortunate situation. What I'm trying to concern myself with is how do I make sure that the people that I love and that I care about and the people that are in proximity to me and the people in my community are okay, and that bomb threats don't go down in HBCUs, that the people that I love and care about and that attend those HBCUs stay safe, and the people that work in proximity and work in the realm that I work in are okay, and that my child that serves in the military currently are okay, and the veterans like myself that I take care of and make sure that are okay will still be okay, just like me. That's the people that I concern myself about. So whatever is going on with their situation, I can't worry about.
Like me, I got kids serving in the military too.
Right. So that's what I worry. That's what I worry about. I worry about veterans because I'm a vet. I did 22 years in the Army. I worry about my son that's still on active duty. So I'm still in that space, and I make sure that that's taken care of, and that's what I can concern myself with because I still got reach in that space. But that's what I can concern myself with because as long as I got an active duty, as long as I got a retired military ID card, I can do what I need to do, and I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Period.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Steve, do you mind if I speak?
Absolutely. Go for it.
I ain't no my bro. Go ahead, do your thing.
Awesome. Well, what a cool space. I mean, holy moly. I was thinking it was like a 420 lounge where we just smoke weed, and all of a sudden I heard TC going hard.
Nah, you can't smoke weed and speak on the stage, bro. You can't smoke weed and be in here.
Okay.
TC
what
was
I was
not
gonna
going hard. Honestly, he really had to concede on multiple points before he left the room. It didn't really go well for him.
Well, that's where I'm going to back him up a little bit. I love TC.
No, you can love him, but I mean, if we're accurately reviewing what occurred on this stage, he had to concede on multiple points before he went on mute and then left. I mean,
well, here's why I specifically love this guy. Is because
no one cares if you love him. Respectfully, do you have anything that you want to say?
Yeah, what about you? What would you like? We don't want TC is not here, and we don't want to discuss someone that's not here. So why don't you go ahead and give us your submission, sir?
Sure, definitely. Thank you for allowing me on stage. I am an absolute stoner galore. I love the weed.
Okay.
Because and you know what? I'm on a hiatus. I'm like on a break of it, but it's called a tolerance break. If anybody in the weed space knows that.
Why do you say weed and not weed? Why do you say it like that?
No, because I'm in the space, and can I speak, or are you just gonna fucking keep talking?
I'm just kind of curious. You just piqued my curiosity. Go ahead.
You speak.
Okay. Man, say what you want to say, bro.
So most people don't call it weed, for one. If you truly are a part of the cannabis community, you will refer to it as cannabis. Only like outsiders refer to it as weed. That's what sparked my curiosity. I'm also in the cannabis space. If you go to YouTube and look up G7 Genetics, that's my channel. If you go to the website, G7 Genetics, which is currently sold out because my shit moves, that's my fucking site.
That's what Gemini kind of did to me. He was like, dude, flip you, flip me, flip everybody. You don't even know who I am. I'm Jason from the Bay, and I'm literally fighting for the fucking goddamn green fucking goddamn stigma, and I'm willing to actually go so far that I am doing it for the prisoners. And the last prisoner project is a big thing of mine, and I'm best friends with, let me tell you, the godfather of weed.
Not the name dropper.
D'Angelo. His name's Anthony D'Angelo, as a matter of fact. And Rez, if Gemini speaks one more time over me, I'm going to let you kick his ass.
Hey, yo, what the fuck going on?
Gemini is my battle, so that will never be happening. Gemini is my battle buddy, so that will never be happening.
All right, I knew you guys were together.
That's my battle buddy for life.
Homie, what are you talking about?
Yeah, you might want to. Yeah, you might want to.
Damn, Gemini.
Yeah, you tripping,
bro. Damn.
We ain't doing that, bro.
Hey, they tripping. Go ahead. You why
Can I
explain,
get
Rez?
the mic, or can I not get the mic? I don't even know what
The mic is back in your hand. Go, champ. Go ahead.
Dude, I'll speak for like 10 seconds and then you'll jump in on my ass.
Bro,
What
let's
up?
talk.
Okay, sorry. Hey, man. I'm here to say hi. I'm Jason from the Bay. I love weed and I love you. And I want you to love weed too.
No.
Man. What the fuck?
The white folk is crazy.
Yo, what the entire...
I'm Jason from the Bay, and I love weed, and I love you, and I want you.
I love you, and I love you too. You're totally gnarly, dude.
Gnarly,
Hey,
rock.
gnarly.
2:50 in the morning.
Pack a bowl.
You know what I'm saying?
Bless my soul.
When he
Damn
goes
straight.
back
Let's
to
have a
TC
bagel.
and tells his daddy what happened, he's going to blame all of us. He's going to say that we picked on him, quote unquote, and not that he came up here like a total high-ass doofus.
Casey, I love you. Let me actually be
I don't
real.
like
That's okay. That's okay. Not many people.
You know what I do like? I like Jazz's picture. Do you see her PTR? Does it look familiar?
Yeah, she did like a double finger fuck me or something. I don't even know.
It's definitely a
here's
double
what I-
fuck you. It definitely.
Here's what I say, Juicy. I love your Juicy.
I don't like you.
And,
I love your juicy.
And you're
It's
high.
crazy.
that's right. What I want to say is just a couple things. Shit, I think I forgot. Let me go.
Because you're high, baby. Go down, back down to the goo. It's okay.
Whatever strain you are smoking, you are a great advertisement for it because it is effective as fuck.
That's a strain we don't even know about. That's great.
Yeah,
That strain is straining, okay?
Ain't it?
I found it. And if you guys allow me to just speak a little bit.
We
I'm gonna
tried.
speak
Bro.
Don't tell us who you are. Don't tell us
Jason
who
from
you
the
are.
basin. We already know Jason from the basin.
Yeah.
Hello?
Don't tell us who you are. Don't tell us where you're from. Just move forward.
Jason from the basin. We got you, Jason.
No, from the basement? I love that, though. Hell yeah.
Jason
Dude,
from
it's
the
like a different
basement.
level of love. You want to be in the basement, boo. Trust me. Because I know nobody.
Do you
But
have
I
an
know
intimate love
TC.
for TC?
I know TC. Yeah. TC once in a while shows himself. He's like, shut up. I just made 3.
Do y'all ever do y'all have an intimate relationship or what's the nature?
No, well here's what I wanted to say is he knows Nelson and I know Nelson. And when they went to a party, he said, "Hey, I closed a $30,000 deal in front of Nell." And what I was gonna do with
$30,000 deal?
is I'm actually gonna do a $300 million deal in front of Nell. Let's go.
Oh, okay. All right.
What
Is that
happened?
into your submission?
Things are getting progressively great for all of us. Stop being such a racist. And stop being such a jerk. The basement can still make money, honey. And what I will say is this. I want to help the handicap of the world have their own golf tee instead of the red, white, blue tees and the black tees and the back it up. I want a Hispanic tee. I want a black tee.
Man,
well, actually, they already have a black tee.
Are you
No,
MAGA?
Ultimately, I want the handicap.
Jason, are you MAGA?
No, I want to see
Did you vote for Trump?
my friend. Hold on one second. I want to see my friend David J. Buck.
Did you vote for Donald Trump?
David J. Buck. David J. Buck, who is in a wheelchair.
Jason, did you vote for Donald J. Trump?
Hell yeah, I voted for
It just makes sense.
He said, hell yeah.
I love Gavin Newsom. I'm his governor. I actually really like Gavin Newsom. I don't know why. I just think he's unraveling a big mess in California, and he's doing his best. And he wants to quit.
Jason is not a Trumper.
Jason from the Bay, he not a Trumper. Jason from the Bay. Jason don't know that shit about Trump. Jason from the Bay.
Jason, you gay, ain't you?
No, I'm happy as fuck, but at the same time, I'm trying to invent something for, like, the handicap, the rollers of the world, the people that are in a wheelchair. I want them to have fun playing golf just like I do. And I want them to have their own tee. Thank you. Ladies have their own tee, so fuck off, bitches. I'm sorry, I got a little hardcore. But I want all you to remember my name, Jason from the Bay. Stood tall, stood fast for the...
You know, Jason, I saw in the chat when TC was in here, you were making a lot of passes at him. And then I've just picked up on some of the other things that you were saying. And I've come to the conclusion that, Jason, you're gay. And it's okay. You too, but I just want to know, is this going to be the end of your submission?
Life that you haven't done.
Okay. I don't care, though.
I was in La Quinta, and I was enjoying my life, and I was starting my business, and I was like, well, there's a cool tennis tournament, and then Kobe Bryant died, and I went to the same place, and then I was like, God damn, this is fucked up. And I played with an up-down like tennis facility, and so I saw all these wheelchair people do their thing, and I met David J. Buck, and I was like really intrigued, and I was talking to him, and he knew the GoDaddy guy, or no, it was actually the Survey Monkey guy, and I was like, dude, I'm actually starting a business, David J. Buck, and he started telling me everything that he had to go through, and I was like, God damn, what the?
Jason is a little tired. He had to he wanted to relax in Dubai or Dubai, so we're gonna let him hang out in the group.
He got so high he fell to the goo.
But Jason from the Bay, we will remember your name and we appreciate your contributions on the stage this evening. Yeah, we do. Hi to you in the group. Or you're high in the goat. Actually, see that? Reverse the words.
Dude, I got secondhand embarrassment for the Bay right now.
Even Matt Cole doesn't know how to feel right now.
Yeah, I don't think he was high. I think he might have been a little drunk.
Yeah, that really didn't sound like weed. It really didn't. That sounded like, yeah, or he crossfaded. It could be crossfaded. I'll give him that. But that was not weed alone. Weed alone does not make you, no.
All right, State, you're up next. Any more questions you need filibustering to? Oh, he fell asleep. This is Jason's fault.
Oh no, I'm about to.
Oh, okay.
I'm about to make some oxtail and mac and cheese real quick. I'm good. I'm on listening.
Munchies kicking in, huh?
Yep.
The late night munchies be hitting though. I ain't gonna hold you.
Question. If Jesus returned, do you think he'd be deported?
Is he here on a work visa or no?
I don't think so.
Donald Trump's wife didn't get deported when she was supposed to have her work visa, so probably not.
He could get a work visa because he's a carpenter, correct? Yes, he is. So, that's a good question.
He'd be working in construction, wouldn't he?
He would.
He's smoking. Everybody on the stage is smoking.
He'd probably be at an ICE facility right now, though. If he came back in America. Now, if he came back in Bethlehem, I don't even know if he would be alive right now because he'd probably get bombed by Israel, right?
Yeah, that's sad. But let's say, he came to America because he wanted to make America great again, or whatever the hell that means, right? And decided that he wanted to do miracles, right, for the free, because he only did them for the free. He did not need donations.
Did you just make Jesus MAGA? What are we doing right now?
No, he's not MAGA. He just wants to make
You
America.
literally say he's gonna come here and make America great again.
I don't think he'd be country. I don't think he'd be country specific.
Yeah, exactly.
He's for everybody.
He is for everybody. So he travels to America. He does some carpentry. Obviously, he needs to work, right? Because, you can't come here and not work. He obviously doesn't get any benefits because he is indeed on a work visa. So, he does a miracle. The miracle happens. Words get spread. Who do you think would attack him first? The church? Trump? Or let's say he was in Texas. Who do you think would get him first? The Texas governor, Trump, or the church?
Who do you think you would get what first?
Jesus. Whether they put him in jail, whether they do something to him. I don't want to assume that anything bad happens, but if you are an immigrant that comes to this country, as of today, yeah, I still would probably pick your ass up. So who do you think will get to him first? What do you guys think? Really?
You know what? I think Jesus will probably have a podcast and debate people.
Oh, yes. He would make a great podcaster. Yes.
A Bible debate.
Probably do live debates on campus, right?
Now we're gonna make him Kirk. Okay.
No. We're not making him Kirk, right? Because even
he would actually be the exact opposite.
Right.
And he'll probably be Kirk's worst nightmare. Because he'll debunk all of his stuff right away.
Yeah, men like Charlie Kirk taint, rearrange, taint, or even put some of the verses in the Bible. They take it out of context. Like we have to remember the Bible was in BC. It's not 2025, right? So some things will not transfer. But, Jesus would have a lot of opposing views from Charlie Kirk. Because he doesn't love thy neighbor. He does not love thy neighbor.
Well, it would be the walking, talking word of God. And I don't know how you're going to debate it. Like, what is he going to say? Well, the Bible says this, Jesus. You know what I mean? Like, well, use the word, bro.
And Jesus be like, how you going to tell me what my father said? Huh? How you going to tell me what my daddy said? That would be funny. Who said Jesus would be Asian? Like...
Asian? Is the Middle East considered Asia?
I assume the Middle East would be the Middle East.
Oh, what continent, though, is it on? It's in Asia, right? Russia is in Asia, so Russians are actually Asian, isn't it? Right? So Middle East, that's south of Russia. That's Asia, right?
Do you call Middle Easterns Asians, though?
Oh, well, I'm just talking technical. Technically, they're Asian.
But do we typically call Middle Easterns?
It's like what do we call Chinese people Chinese or Asian? They're both. They're Middle Eastern and Asian. Middle Eastern people are Asian. No, not all Asians are Middle Eastern.
Touche.
So Middle Easterns are Asians' brothers and sisters. So that means Jesus was Asian. So technically, if he came back the same as he came back, he would come back as an Asian, right?
But he was described hair of wool, what are the other descriptions of Jesus? I don't know if that sounds Asian. I'm not too sure. Maybe.
Not the traditional Asian like features, but where the location of where you're born is Asia. So Bethlehem in Palestine, that's considered a part of the Asian continent. So he'll be Asian.
Okay. Well, he already speaks the languages, so might as well. What did Matt say? Hold on. Wait. I just saw it. He would want to solve the black on black crime. No. Well, would he want to solve the white on white crime? Like,
I want to solve all crime.
Yeah, I would hope so.
But he'll be probably bigger than the narrow minds that humans have right now. He probably just correct everybody like, y'all thinking too small. Y'all thinking black on black and white on white. You should be thinking about loving your neighbor.
I don't think he'd even want guns at all in America. And that would piss off a lot of people. I think my genuine thought is that he would be sacrificed again if he came to America.
Crucified, you mean? He'd probably be crucified again?
Yes.
That's what it seems like it would happen, because that's what's happening with a lot of people, is when they start speaking out too hard, and they get a wave of hatred towards them.
All right. That was a good question answer. Thank you, Jeremy, for indulging. Does anyone want to hear any what's his name, Charlie Kirk talking points or anything of that nature? Matt asks, do you think Jesus would be for reparations? Yes, not just on earth, but in heaven as well. You were saying, Jeremy? I'm sorry. I want reparations for Foundation of Black Americans. I think it's time. If we really, truly want to move as one unit and say that we're American, they are owed. They're owed.
You want a question to ponder?
Sure.
Is there one thing that Charlie Kirk said that you agree with?
About the Epstein files, making sure that there's full transparency, but that's it. A broken clock is correct, maybe once or twice a day. So he's still broken. He's very much broken.
Yeah, I actually wish he was still around so that way he could push on that. And I wish he didn't flip. I wish he didn't flip on that shit. Because that would be having somebody from within to put pressure on them is kind of like Candace Owens, right? She's not bulking for Israel, right? It's good to have somebody on their side that built a fan base that has the influence in that base to push them, because nobody on the left has that leverage on them.
Well, nobody's going to push Trump either. There may be one or two outliers, and then they get quiet very quickly because they know they have to stay in line, otherwise they can lose their spot. Charlie Kirk is no different.
That video that was played earlier, where he talked about Charlie Kirk started out as like a secular debater, right? He wasn't really like super Christian nationalist before.
He's a grifter.
That's interesting because what if, because he had that interview with Gavin Newsom, right? What if in a like, in the near future there was a possibility that he would flip the youth and be like, you know what, this is actually the real way to help everybody, right?
That wouldn't have happened either. Remember, at the end of the day, yes, he's a grifter, but because he has been around, he has recorded all of his talking points. There's no really going back. And of course, his day ones would be highly upset. And again, if he decided to change his narrative, he wouldn't have walked away any more than he did that other day. God rest. Y'all think Kirk is MAGA adjacent. I think Kirk is a grifter who got into a sweet role in MAGA. I think his wife is very much MAGA, and she will finish and complete the work that he hasn't. And I hope to God, I truly, truly do, that her voice goes unheard because she sounds horribly dangerous. There were people talking about her earlier and like really emphasizing how dangerous she sounds, and the sounds might come into action. And the way I heard people just saying, oh no, it's not going to take flight. Charlie Kirk wasn't supposed to take flight either. Charlie Kirk was a grifter. He wasn't supposed to take flight, but here he is being praised around the world for his goddamn bigotry and horrible and hatred rhetoric. So who knows what she's going to do once she has the gavel in her hand.
Well, thank you guys for holding the room down.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for holding the room down.
No.
So, I know it's early and late, so I'm just going to go ahead and close the room. Are you guys good with that, or you got more you want to hash out?
No,
we're good. We're good.
All right.
Go to sleep.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for coming to the 420. If you have a pink ticket, please cash it in so we don't have to ping you in later on today for part 3 of this stimulating topic. I lost just about all the mods. And Juicy, come back so we can set you up with a badge.
Oh, I would love a badge. Thank you. But I also curse a lot. And
well, have you been here all day? Have you been here? So yes, please do come back. I appreciate all you guys.
Thank you.
All right, guys. See you later on tonight. Oh, hey, Spirit. You just came in just in time for us to close the room.